Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. Sport all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I was trying to say, what are you doing? Freddie, you're mad immature, bro. You're so immature. But you know what? Have your moment. Have your moment. I ain't gonna poo-poo on your moment. Welcome to ASAP in the morning. I'm joined by Jay McLovin, that Chris guy, Chris, and obviously the former Giants, now turned LA Rams fan just because they happen to stumble into the Super Bowl. Fredward. Jay, how you doing today?
You know, I'm doing good, man. It's sad to see AD take a tumble, but it just kind of shows, you know, he is who he thought he was, which is brittle. It's about as brittle as some brittle candy. And Fredward is a little happy. He's a little happy right now because it's 2-week injury. He don't think that it's going to be a reoccurring injury, and I'm just waiting for the other leg to crumble and bring him back to reality. But other than that, I'm doing great, man. It's good to be here, Pride. Thank you for having me.
First off, Pride, I didn't know we had a guest on the show today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jay McLovin's brother, his distant brother. You don't know
Yes,
who Jay McLovin is?
rumor run it that this is his brother, but I decided to call him Jay McLovin, because Jay's sick, so we thought we were gonna get away with it. You obviously put the spotlight on it. Chris, my guy, how you living today?
I'm doing good. Ready to jump into some sports here. DeRozan looked good last night.
He looked great last night. All right, Freddie.
Chris,
Go ahead.
Chris, you know who else looked great?
Yeah, here
you know
goes.
who else looked great, Chris?
Let him live his life. Go ahead.
Chris, you know who else looked great?
Yeah, the Indiana Pacers. They finally won a game.
The King. Woo! He said,
and then they get rid of Thompson after he played good for him.
He said, you know what? Saturday, I let it go. I missed the free throws. But you know what? If I got to do this on the sideline and meditate and make sure we come down the stretch and we dominate, hey, he put on a GOAT moment last night. Hey, and he did that when the stars came out. Aaron Donald in attendance. And LeBron just put on a show, looked like vintage Bron. Woo! Y'all better watch out. Y'all better hope this break cooled him down, because I seen a look in his eyes last night that I have not seen in a very long time.
Wow, that's insane to me. That's insane. And the reason I say that's insane, I was saying LeBron was the GOAT before it was nice to say. Now, all of a sudden, and Freddie used to kill me all the time for it. He used to violate me. He used to kill my will to live. And all of a sudden, how the turntables. All of a sudden, you acknowledge and you decided to bend the knee to the greatest basketball player of all time. Now, Chris, Jay, I give it 2 weeks. Lakers going to go on a losing streak, and he going to say, Kobe would have never let this happen. That's why he's not on MJ's level. I give it 2 weeks. I give it 2 weeks.
Actually, this year, I don't blame it on LeBron. Now, last year, we got in the playoffs, I blamed it on LeBron. But this year, I can't blame it on him.
Now, you got to blame somebody on Bron.
Maybe.
I just love how the Lakers organization comes out and tells Bron and AD, this is your mess. Go make it work. And I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, as long as Russell Westbrook is on this team and you got this old decrepit lineup, you can't make it work. And Freddie, I know you're delusional. Your boy is up in the hospital right now, laid up in the bed, going to come back in about a couple of weeks, but then he'll be back on retirement again. And if you think this team is going to make it work, well, I got a bridge over in Brooklyn that I'll sell you for dirt cheap.
First off, Jay, I want to correct you. He last night he went home to his wife. He wasn't in the hospital. And second of all, I want to correct you on something else. You know, you said the Lakers organization. Oh, and Russell Westbrook has played better the last two games, so we definitely need to be fair to that situation. He has changed his game. And number three, goats can turn it around. So that's why the Lakers organization went to him and said, "Turn it around and just watch."
I love LeBron. They're 3-7 in their last 10.
Watch. You saw the tweet Saturday night. He apologized. He said, "Playoff mode activated."
And Chris, I'm explaining to you why people thought he was the answer. I'm going to explain why. And it's actually real simple. It's actually real simple. When you see a guy get triple doubles, it looks nice, right? It looks nice. When you have a guy who can average a triple double, a very easy casual mindset is to say, oh, well, if he can get triple doubles here, he can get triple doubles anywhere. And that's the casual mindset that, unfortunately, the people who defend Russ think. That's the casual mindset the Lakers organization thought. And as much as I love LeBron, it's the casual mindset he thought when he told that front office, do not get anybody else. We only need Russ. That's really all it comes down to. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, man. If Russ doesn't average a triple-double, no one cares.
It's true. And you know, Pride, the crazy thing about the triple-double is, and it does look nice when you see the triple-double. It's like, oh, my God, Russ got a triple-double. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. If you're a real basketball fan, it looks good until you see the field goal percentage. And then once you see the field goal percentage, you're like, damn.
Well, not even that.
Hold on, Jim. Hold on. One thing that we're not going to sit up here and do is.
Oh, no, we're absolutely going to do it, Fred.
No. You're not going to slant this man down because the last two games, Russ has not been the problem. He's played.
The last two, listen to what you just said. The last two. What about the hundreds of games before it?
But you know what? The season is turning itself around.
How do we sweep that under the rug?
The season is turning itself around, Jay McLovin.
But this is all I'm saying.
You know, I'm always representing, baby. You know this.
But and also, Dustin, thank you for telling me I look younger. I feel like I look younger. I appreciate that.
How can we see that? Like fans and just us in general can see that Westbrook wasn't going to work. We all knew it. But
here's the thing: the
player like LeBron.
But here's the thing, Chris. People who understand basketball knew it wouldn't work. See, Freddie, he's a Lakers fan, so he has to believe in it. You know what I mean? Like, hold on, Freddie. No, because it's true, Freddie. Because you're a diehard fan. Think about it. If I'm a Celtics fan and we went and we got a scrub, let's say we decided to go like Dennis Schroeder. Let's say we gave him a pedonk. Let's say we gave him a max contract. Guess what? As a fan, do I like it? No. But I have to try to accept it because at the end of the day, he's still on my team. Whether or not I like it, the organization still gave him that money, right? So as a fan, I have to I got to at least accept the bare minimum he's on the team. So that's where a lot of Lakers fans are.
See, what I'm saying, though, is knowledgeable basketball fans knew it, but how didn't LeBron and the GM of the Lakers know it wasn't going to work?
Let me tell you. Let me break it down like this, because when they made the trade, I had a feeling that it wasn't going to work. But guess what? I was hoping that it was going to work. I'm praying. But the thing is, Pride was trying to say this. Russell Westbrook put up all these sexy numbers, but everybody forgot about to look at the field goals percentage. Everybody forgot to look at the turnovers. All they looking at is the sexy numbers. And it's, you know what? Yep. This guy can carry us when LeBron is taking, we load managing him because he is 37 years old. But
Hey, Freddie, I'm going to tell you what's not sexy. Can I give you a number that's not sexy? What's not sexy to me is that you're the 9th seed, you're 27-31, and you're 3 of 7 in your last 10. How is that for sexy with your beer goggles on that you can't see reality?
You're right, Jay McLovin, but let me ask you a question. At this season, we know what their record is. We know what.
Oh, do we? Because you're talking about the sexiness.
No. Hold on. We know this. Nothing new.
That helped real quick. This is actually a phenomenal point. Think about it. When they first got Anthony Davis, The reason when they got him, they were like, oh yeah, when Bron is down, we still got someone to be able to carry the load. And now it's crazy that after 2 years with LA, they went and got Russ. And instead of saying, we got a veteran who could provide leadership, they didn't mention that. They didn't say, oh yeah, we got a dude who can help, who can help be a role player. They didn't say none of that. They gave you the same thing they said for Anthony Davis. We got Russ, and he's here to carry the load when Bron is out. Freddie, as the Lakers fan, don't you find it suspicious that they're using the same logic for Russ that they used for AD?
Well, I'm going to put it like this. Even at age 37, in year 19, you're not going to find anybody that's going to be able to join a team with LeBron that's going to be able to carry the load. Because, I don't care what nobody say. It's like people who use the narrative that Anthony Davis should be the best player on this team. And they're smoking. LeBron will always be the best player on the team. He's the backbone of the team. He's the glue to that team. He makes all the pieces work, even in year 19. It's just like Steph Curry said it best of the night. Right now, what we are witnessing is greatness. For a player to play this deep in their career, this long, this many minutes, this many big games,
And
yes, LeBron said all that. I believe LeBron is taking some, he owned up about the Kyrie Irving situation. He said, you know what, I'm going to apply that here. I'm going to give AD all the confidence. Because let's think about what Anthony Davis is, you guys. Anthony Davis has the skill set to be a top 5 player. But guess what? You know what takes him out of that category?
What?
This right here. If AD had the heart to attack on every play, we could say Anthony Davis is one of the best players in this game. But that energy, that drive takes him out of it. So guess what? LeBron, he's encouraging him. He's trying to motivate him. That's what he says. But for us to go into the season and think Anthony Davis should have been the best player of this team, we wrong. We was wrong. Because LeBron James is still playing like he's one of the best. He's the best player of the game. And I'm still gonna give him the best player of this year of the league. I know people want to give it to KD and all that, but you know what? Hell, nobody would expect that LeBron James would dang near average 30 points this year. Nobody.
Well, you're right, though. He is number one, the backbone of the team. He is a great player. He is averaging 30 points a game. But unfortunately, he can't make this team work. And we see it in the record. The record reflects that he can't make this team work. He's an aging player on an aging roster, and it just isn't going to work. And you know that.
So I was going to ask the question, but Pride interrupted me just a minute ago. Let me ask you a question, Jay. So, like I was saying, we know what the record is. We know they are a sub-500 team, below 500 team. We know they're in the 9th seed in the West. But guess what? With this play-in, they still can get in. They still can find a way to get to the 8th seed. They possibly to the 7th seed. That's probably the highest they can get up to. They'll be luck to get to the 6th seed. But if they get in the playoffs, you mean to tell me a LeBron James that we saw last night, a Russell Westbrook who has changed this game around, who finally stopped taking jump shots. He stopped taking jump shots. He's attacking around the paint. He's shooting the ball efficiently the last 2 games. To be fair, to give him his credit, because us as analysts that analyze the game, we have to call it like we see it. That's our job. Our job is not to go off emotion. It is to evaluate what we see. In the last 2 days, what we've seen is a player who stopped taking jump shots, a player who's been attacking around the basket, a guy who has not been turning the ball over at a high rate, still need to work on his defense, and then you get Anthony Davis coming back. You mean to tell me they still don't have a chance in the playoffs?
Freddie, when they get bounced out, no, hold on. I'm answering your question. You asked me a question, but I answered your question. When they get bounced in the first round, which I believe they'll get bounced in the first round, man.
Same.
If they're in the play-in, they're going to get.
I've been saying that since before it was fun to say. Like I said, and I got ridiculed, and now, and Mama, look at me now.
Yeah, and when they get bounced in the first round, Freddie, I would really like to have an apology from you. I feel like I'm owed one.
And what happens,
Freddie?
let me ask you a question. Way to win the first round.
I want to answer your question, Freddie.
I'll answer Freddie real quick. Let me answer Freddie because and then probably if they make it past the first round, I will come on here and I will personally say, and I will give you the best apology you ever had in your life.
I want you to buy a Lakers jersey and put a jersey on too.
You know what? Damn. You know what? I'll do that, man. I'll wear it one time and I'll burn it. But
So let me answer your question, Freddie, real quick. Let me answer your question. So the first thing you said is basically if this team gets out of the play with how Russ has been playing his last 2 games, do you know should we be able to have faith in them? Well, here's where you messed up. To rely on Russ to play like this, and you're going to cherry pick these 2 specific games and ignore that while they were on their losing streak, he was playing horribly. That's not really the best thing you can possibly do.
But Prod, it's not our job to go find games in the past. It's what we see recent, and as of recent, we've seen a guy change his game.
Nope, but that's not what you're gonna do. That's not what you're gonna do. That's our job. You pull that narrative. No, you pull that narrative when it's convenient to you.
No, that's our
what you
job.
pull. Yes, that's when you pull that narrative. Because I'm gonna ask you a question. I am horrible on the professional level. I am horrible at basketball. I'm complete and utter dog water. I'm trash. Okay. I am horrible. If I have 2 good games, does that mean I'm a good player? If my 2 most recent games
in your last 2 recent games, it could be a chance that you are trying to change it around. And that's one thing that we've seen Russell Westbrook.
And again, you're now sugarcoating it. No, you're sugarcoating it to protect Russ because he's on the Lakers. No, the short answer, no. It doesn't mean I'm good. It doesn't mean I'm changing because 2 games is an anomaly.
Hey, Pride, I've been so critical of Russell Westbrook. We have a guy that we come to group chat.
But you can't sit here and this is my thing. You can't sit here and say, oh, well, you know, these last 2 games, if he plays like that, based on forget not only this year, but his entire career. Has he ever played this way for a long period of time? He never has.
Pride.
The most he's ever done it for is like 3 games.
He's in a different situation now. He knows these next 30 games.
No, I'm talking about this year too, though. This year too, he's played this way, this passive way for only like at most 4 games in a row before he gets butt hurt and then goes back to what he did before.
Bro, what I'm saying is Russell Westbrook knows in these next 30 games or however many games they have down the stretch, if he don't change the game, his game around, if he don't change the way he plays, and if he don't take the back seat, if they're still losing games, he don't want to be traded this offseason. But he know if he don't turn it around, he's gone more than likely. That he will be traded.
Though, but he's not gone because if he really was, he would have been gone by the trade deadline.
Nobody
wants that. Yes, because
Freddie was smart that they didn't trade him.
The contract. Nobody wants.
Do you know why they didn't trade him? Do you know why?
Explain to me, Freddie. Explain.
Because the Lakers feel that they can get a better deal this offseason because you will have more assets. Yes, it is.
Freddie, they were shopping him, Freddie.
They will have more assets.
They were shopping him at the trade deadline. They were shopping him, and nobody wanted him.
They would. Of course, you're going to shop him. You're going to see what you can get.
No, they were trying to get. They were trying to get Simmons.
I'm trying to tell you what I know. Listen, I'm trying to tell you what I know. This offseason, they will have more to be able to trade in a package with them than they did a few weeks ago. That's why they didn't trade him. So maybe they have more they can.
No, they didn't trade him because Houston wanted picks along with Russ, and they didn't have picks to give. Had they had picks to give, that trade would have gone through, and John Wall would have been your point guard.
That's not all. That they had a deal with John Wall, Christian Wood, for Russell Westbrook and that draft pick. The Lakers didn't want to take on the luxury tax for Christian Wood. So this offseason, guess what they can do? So nobody want to analyze it and nobody want to do the research. What they can do is they can trade Russell Westbrook. They can trade THT. They have 2 draft picks, not just 1. They have been trading 2 this offseason to maybe get a valuable upgrade. So why would you trade for something now that's not going to make you better when a possibility this offseason you can get a little bit more. Why? What's the point? That's why.
Are you done? Because that's where you're wrong, Freddie. It's actually beautiful. I literally was about to say this. It wasn't Christian Wood.
Chris Haynes. That's what
it wasn't Christian Wood. Christian Wood was not involved in the trade. That's
I never heard anything about Christian Wood ever. I heard draft picks and John Wall.
If you don't want to go do the research yourself, that's fine. Christian Wood was a part of the deal that the Lakers
this might be a decent trade. It was John Wall and a pick at most.
That's not what the Lakers insider told me, sir.
Who's your Lakers insider?
His name is Aaron.
We got a whole bunch of people saying John Wall in a first. We got so many people saying that. And not only that, Sham said the same thing. Brian Winter. These
Eric Pincus, Chris Haynes, Ramona Shelbone, they're lying. So they're lying.
You said what?
Ramona Shelburne, how you say her name? Chris Haynes, they're lying. Because they also talked about a deal with Christian Wood and John Wall. The Lakers declined it because they didn't want it to go in the luxury tax. Go do your homework.
Go do the homework. Meanwhile, I just named Brian Windhurst, who said Christian Wood wasn't involved, and Shams also said Christian Wood wasn't involved.
So Ramona, who covers the Lakers, she don't know.
Shams covers everyone. Shams covers literally everybody. Are you out of your mind?
So Ramona, who covers the Lakers, she lying.
Yeah.
Again, I just named two guys. I just named two other dudes. Whether I'm not saying she's lying. I'm not saying she's lying.
No, actually, you are saying she's lying, bro.
How?
You said, but this guy said it wasn't. So either it's true or it's a lie. Which one?
I'm telling you that two other people who are reputable and cover every team in the league and got insiders on every single team, they said he was not involved.
So two other people that's reputable said that it was. So which one's lying?
I don't know who's lying. Do you?
I have a guess.
And so do I.
We have a guess, but a guess it's not factual.
Right.
Oh, go look at the little group chat. Go look at the group chat. Frankie just sent it. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all don't come for me when it's all about the Lakers. I do my homework on the Lakers, sir.
I would love to see that link that Freddie's talking about there.
Yeah, you mentioned Ramona Shelburne. Yeah, and I also named two other guys that said
what
no.
I'm saying is there was a deal the Lakers turned down because they did not want to go in the luxury tax.
I understand that, and there were two people who said the exact opposite. That's all I'm saying.
But at the end of the day, it's not our job to say what's true. It's our job to report what's being reported. And that was a report that was out there. The Lakers didn't want to do it because they didn't want to go in luxury.
Okay, so if it's our job to report what's being reported, so how come I'm wrong for reporting what someone else said? That's weird. It's interesting. It's almost as if I'm only supposed to report.
Guess what? If you click on the link, guess what your dude, Brian Windhorst, if you click on the link, he says the same thing about Christian Wood. Your Brian Windhorst,
he probably changed it then. He probably changed it then.
Your source that you brought up.
So that he probably changed it then. He probably changed it.
Did you want to click on the video and go look?
If he changed it, then he changed it. It is what it is. He changed it then. So then he wasn't supposed to be involved.
But like I was saying, this off season they will have more they could put in a package.
No, you're not.
They will have more. What are you talking about, Pride?
Freddie. No,
they could trade instead of just one draft pick, they could trade two. No. What are you talking about?
Bro, that's dumb. Freddie, the problem with Russ is his contract. Nobody wants to pay that. And THT's draft stock is
nobody
so
want to trade for the contract. But guess what? You mean to tell me you give me two unprotected draft picks and you give me a young player? I mean, it seems a little bit more valuable.
No.
Okay, I guess we'll just have to see.
But it also depends on who you want.
It would.
Because you're not going to. If you're because
for the Pistons, you want to take that trade?
No. For THT, maybe I'm not touching Russ. Hell no. Hell, because if I'm
nobody's gonna take Detroit's money. You need some kind of star. Russell Westbrook can be a one-man star.
You don't need a star, not in Detroit right now anyway, because they want Kane to be their future star.
But guess what?
So they're doing what Houston's
rebuild. They're not worried about winning.
They're just doing what Houston's doing. Where look, we're just playing the young kids. We're trying to get them. We're trying to develop them, and then in a few years we go from there. But even let's say he goes to Detroit, who are you gonna get for Detroit? Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant. I mean, that'd be a good backup plan from Anthony Davis.
I mean, it would work for the Lakers
a lot better.
It would work for the Lakers. I don't know if it would work for Detroit, that trade.
Listen, the Detroit needs somebody to fill the seats up, man. Hey,
No,
they
don't.
need somebody to be box office. Are we sure
don't.
just Cade by himself can do that?
They don't need a box office attraction right now, though.
What? They don't?
No, not right now.
So what if Jeremy Grant come out there and forced himself way out, and they said, man, I get 2 draft picks. Oh, I can get a THT. Hell, we can even
Jeremy
buy
Grant
out
tries to
Russ.
force his way out. The Lakers won't be the only
Yeah, they might even buy out Russ.
Who will buy out Russ?
Maybe Detroit is on his last year.
I can't imagine Detroit buying that. That's a long reach.
That would just set their rebuild back more.
Yeah, I don't know about that one now. I don't know if anyone buying him out.
Well, all I'm gonna say is it might not be Jeremy Grant, but we don't. One thing that we know that there could be the trade that none of us expects, because we see it every trade deadline, every offseason. There's a trade where we like, what? And nobody expected. And all I'm saying is this offseason, we know LeBron can be working behind the scenes, forcing somebody out and all that. So they didn't trade him for a reason.
I mean,
Russ don't have a choice. He don't have a no trade dead clause. So
true. But here's I don't know, man. I like look at the end of the day. I like. There's
you owe me an apology, by the way.
For what?
You all basically called me a liar. What I said.
Get out your feelings. You ain't getting an apology. Get out your feelings. All I'm saying, Russ is in this weird situation where he's untradeable. He's untradeable. Freddie,
I bet you Sacramento trade for him. We just seen them trade their best player.
You think so?
Yeah, they're
Sacramento's not a trade for that one.
I don't think
they're
Sacramento.
They're very dysfunctional, bro.
But the thing is, if the Lakers were to do that, it would have to be something clearly revolved around De'Aaron Fox, and I don't think they're ready to give up on him just yet.
But guess who would take him head on? The Lakers take De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, everyone and their mom would take De'Aaron Fox. I mean, let's just
not everybody.
Who won't?
Not Golden State.
Golden State will take De'Aaron Fox. Stop playing.
No, they got Steph Curry. They don't need De'Aaron Fox.
They'll take De'Aaron Fox. Stop playing. They'll take De'Aaron Fox.
Not the Suns.
Now he won't start, but they'll take De'Aaron Fox.
Not the Suns. They'll
take the Phoenix Suns will take De'Aaron Fox.
No, they won't.
Every single team in the NBA will take De'Aaron Fox. Every single team. Now he may not start on every team. I'll give you that. He may not start on every team, but every
wants
team
to start.
in the
He ain't
NBA
gonna
will
be
take
no
De'Aaron
backup.
Fox.
He wants to start. He ain't gonna be no backup.
You said what now?
He wants to start. He's not playing no backup.
I think he would. If he's in the right situation and he's getting minutes,
bro. He's too young.
Listen, if he's put in a position where he's coming off the bench, but it's a Clippers situation with what they did with Lou Will, where he was coming off the bench, but he's playing starter minutes. I think De'Aaron Fox will be okay.
Frankie, you're right. Them trashy Rockets.
You mean rebuilding Rockets? See, that's the difference. I can explain my record. Can you explain yours?
Yes, I can. All that matters to us is we make it to the dance.
No, that's not a good explanation. I can explain my record. You can explain yours.
So I just want to say one thing, Freddie. You got a phenomenal talent. You got a great talent, and I want to strive to be like you. The next time I get caught doing something dumb, and I get questioned, I'm gonna take the Freddie route. This man never answers any questions. You ask him a question, and Freddie literally takes 8 laps. He's like, Freddie, what sky is the blue? Man, I'm telling you, man, this grass right here, this is that soft tip Bermuda. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute. What we doing? Freddie, you got a phenomenal. I need to learn from you, Freddie. I need to learn from you, bro. But since we're on the Lakers talk, let me ask you something, Freddie. AD. It looked like his ankle damn near snapped. Now, Obviously, he didn't because you said there was a report that he's going to be out for only 2 weeks. So good for him. Like I said, it looked horrible. I don't know if y'all saw it. I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my mind, when I saw it, I was like, oh, nah, that's broken.
Yeah, I thought he was out for the rest of the season.
Me too. I thought
Yeah.
that's how bad it looked. So, Freddie, as a Lakers fan, AD being out, are you concerned at all?
First off, man, I was watching the game with my mom, and I seen it go down. I told her, I said, the season's done. I said, the season's done. It's over. I said, if I was the Lakers, I would shut LeBron down for the rest of the season. Can't have him going down. And I said, we done. Because I was scared. I thought it was broke. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was broke. The way it went down, that I seen the stretcher come out, I was like, oh, my God, this is bad. Like, this is very, very bad. But when they said the X-rays are negative and all that, I got a little bit more relief. I got, a little bit more positive. But we okay. We okay. Y'all seen that show that the King put on last night. The GOAT, LeBron James.
He's not the
reminded
GOAT. Stop
everybody
saying
who
that.
the hell he is. He reminded everybody who the hell he is. Put it on a show. Aaron Donald up there flexing on him. Stuff there, showing that big boy. The big kid, he'd take his shirt off like he could in the parade, because that's what us champions we do in them parades. And by the way, the NBA, NFL, MLB, you need to listen, LeBron. We need an all LA parade. We need that. That would be beautiful. But just imagine what he did. We're just gonna talk about that fourth quarter. 2 threes. He dunked all over the point. Mike Conley up there just putting that look on him. Just looking nasty, just talking that ear. And then we seen Austin Reeves in that fourth quarter in that make that big time shot. Austin Reeves is having a similar start. I'm not comparing him to this player. I'm not saying he's gonna be like him, but he's having a similar start in his career. Just like Alex Caruso. I keep telling you all this. Alex Caruso started when he's a rookie. He did the same exact thing Austin Reeves been doing. He don't do too much. He fit in. He make the right plays, and he play defense. Austin Reeves doing the same thing. Knocked down a big three. And,
that wasn't me. I swear. I swear that wasn't me. I swear that wasn't me.
That was me.
I swear to God, my hands was up. My hands was up. See, that was not me. My hands was up. Free pride, bro.
So we seen Russell Westbrook.
Bring it back in. I can't bring it back in.
Drive down the lane. LeBron. LA on the way, baby.
Brown was looking good, though. Brown was looking good. He was looking
He put a better show up in the fourth quarter than Michael Jordan will. Michael Jordan
yo, Chris, listen, Chris and Jay, you don't have to
Hey,
agree.
I had to
Y'all
do
don't
it,
have
Freddie.
to.
You said LeBron was the GOAT, man. I was
Listen,
like, man, we gotta
Listen,
go.
y'all don't have to agree with me. It's okay. Y'all don't have to agree with me. It's fine. I'm just saying this right now. I've been saying LeBron James was the GOAT. I said he had the potential. When he came back 3-1, I said he was the GOAT. And I was screaming he was the GOAT. Now, y'all don't have to agree with me. That's okay. That's not the conversation I want to say. I just want to say one thing. Chris, I was harassed. I was threatened. Jay McLovin, I was blackmailed. I was extorted. I felt like I was victimized, brutalized, and conquered. Okay? That's what I was. Okay? I was just in a low. And you know who happened to lead the charge? Anytime I said LeBron James was a GOAT, can you take a guess? So who was leading the charge to slander and sully my good name?
It wasn't me.
One, Freddie Henderson.
No, I want to see the proof of that.
You saw what?
I want to see the proof.
We can get. I said, bro, we'll get some people.
So did Freddie just become a LeBron fan when he went to the Lakers?
Well, kind of. He bailed on him for a while because he called him a quitter, And I forgot who he said. He said somebody was better than him. Who was it? Who'd you say was better than Bron? That got me heated.
Chris, this is who I am. Me as an analyst, I break down what I see. You play trash, I call you trash. Russell Westbrook has been playing trash most of the season this year. He's played horrible. And I call it like I see it. But if he played good, I'm going to say he played good. This last year in the playoffs, LeBron James quit on the teams against the Phoenix Suns. He quit on them. And that's facts. He was passing the ball all over the place. Wouldn't take a shot at all. I said Kobe B. Bryant is better than LeBron James.
No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else.
No, because you have hate for Kobe as well, Pride.
I don't have hate for Kobe. No, I don't hate Kobe.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't have hate for Kobe. I don't.
You do.
I don't know. Chris, I don't hate Kobe.
Yes, you do.
It's just for some reason people put him on this pedestal that like he's not allowed to be criticized. Every time. Like they call LeBron a quitter, but they want to ignore the fact that Kobe blew a 3-1 lead against Phoenix and he refused to shoot the ball.
Oh, you better glad
nobody wants to talk about that. But and that's like to me where it's like if you want to call Kobe an all-time great, I get it, but we also need to hold him to that standard as well. We can't sit here and pretend his entire career was rainbows and lollipops. Like people say, oh yeah, he was loyal. And my thing was, hold on, he was loyal, but not by his choice. He was almost a Chicago Bull. John Paxson, who was the executive at the time, did not want to give up Lou Deng. If he gives up Lou Deng, Kobe ends up being in Chicago.
Almost coulda, woulda, shoulda.
So my thing is, don't sit here and play and pretend that, oh yeah, he was loyal.
Chris, this is a guy that says Kobe Bryant is overrated. He called him overrated.
There was a couple times that Kobe tried to force his way out of LA.
Thank you, and that's all I'm saying.
Chris, but this is a guy that called Kobe overrated.
I said ever since he was his passing, people have been overrating him, saying he's a top 3 player all time. He's not. In my opinion, he's not. And a lot of people are saying that after he passed away.
You're right. After he passed away, the narrative changed even more.
And that's what I said. That's what I said. After he passed away, people began to overrate him, and then the narrative changed, so everyone just started glossing over all the things he did. People glossed over the fact that him and Shaq choked that finals against the Pistons when they had no business losing, when they got smacked 4-1.
But what did they do? But again, did they win 3 or did they not? Did they win 3 or did they not?
You said what?
Did they win 3 or did they not?
Yes, they did.
Okay, then. So they didn't choke nothing.
If you said that 4-1 loss against Pistons was not a choke job, you're a moron. All due respect, Freddie. I love you, bro. But there's no way we can sit here and say that LeBron James losing to Miami.
Did he not win 2 more when Shaq left?
To sit here and pretend that LeBron James losing to the Mavs is a black mark on his career.
Did he or did he not?
Doing the same thing against the Pistons is different.
Pride, you really about to make me come for you.
Go ahead. I don't care. I don't care. You're
I don't
wrong.
want to have you crying on
Because you're wrong. Because you're wrong. This is the thing, Jay and Chris. People think I hate Kobe.
You do.
I don't. It's just, in my opinion, if we're gonna sit here and
have mad hate for
if we can criticize, if we can 100%, Magic Johnson's a better basketball player, in my opinion, than Kobe Bryant.
And you smoke.
And so is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No debate. And if I said this before, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The top 3 all time, I don't care what order you have them. LeBron, MJ, Kareem. I don't care what order you want to have them. If you want to have Kareem 1, MJ 2, Bron 3, I don't care. It is what it is. Have it whatever order you want.
Rob, I'm glad you're here to hear this Kobe hate because Pride is really spinning up.
Again, it's not Kobe hate.
It ain't Kobe hate.
It is Kobe hate.
It's not Kobe hate. It really is.
Yeah,
to say Magic Johnson is better than Kobe Bryant, that's hate.
How is that hate though? How?
Because Magic
Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time. You're acting like I said Rondo's better than him. Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all the time.
Greatest point guard, yes, but he's not the greatest Laker of all time.
Because Freddie never listens. He never listens.
He's the greatest point guard. I agree, but he's not the greatest Laker.
All he does is hear because he hears what I say and then wants to respond. He doesn't.
You are the guy that said Kobe Bean Bryant is the most overrated player in NBA history.
If you want to say Kobe Bean Bryant is an all-time great, I'm good with it. However, we need to hold him to that standard. That's all I'm saying. Again, when LeBron lost to the Mavs, that was a black mark on his career. And I agree. It's
What
a
about the
bad
Spurs?
look for him. He
What
should
about
have
the Spurs,
never
too?
have lost that, and he needs to wear that L for
What
the
about the
rest of his
Spurs, too?
career. No debate. But when Kobe did the same thing with
What about the
against the
Spurs?
Pistons, why does nobody bring that up? That's all I'm saying.
What about
Kobe
the
Bryant has
Spurs, too?
always been put in this bubble where you're not allowed to critique
Are
him.
you
You're
ignoring
not
me now?
allowed
What about the Spurs?
to
He
go
lost-
and say,
he-
"Oh yeah, he
lost
did
to the-
this
he
wrong.
played bad
He
against
did
the
that
Mavs.
wrong." It's like you're not allowed to say any of that. You can't, and I just don't understand why you can't. Like, if for
What
instance,
about the
we
Spurs,
called him
bro?
Tragic Johnson. When that Johnson threw the ball, we called him Tragic Johnson. How many people
Bruh,
done made fun
What
of him for that?
about the Spurs?
You said what?
What about the Spurs when LeBron lost to them as well?
The second year against Spurs? First of all, the Spurs were a better team. And two, if you look at it, he played like the best player on that court. And if you don't believe me, go look at it.
But he still lost.
You also have to understand, Pride. I will say this though. There were times, Pride, there were times in the playoffs I saw LeBron quit on the Lakers, so much so that he went to the locker room and left the court. And you know that's true.
Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Jay,
But Jay, that's when you're messing up. Hold on, Jay. Hold on. Stop.
Let me finish.
No.
You gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish.
No, because Jay, you use that all the time. And this is what I'm gonna say to that.
He quit on him.
He did quit on
He
him.
flat out quit.
They're down 30, and there's like
I don't
10
care if
minutes
they
left.
got 100.
But
A true GOAT doesn't quit.
Unless they introduce
I agree with that. Jay McLovin. He quit on the Lakers last year.
How many times has Kobe done it?
I've never seen Kobe walk off the court and go to the locker room and leave them there.
When the game is already all said and done. I don't have a problem with that. If the game is all said, if you're leaving in the third quarter, that's a problem. And I get it. And I'm with you there.
The one mark I do hold against Kobe is when he quit against the Phoenix Suns. When he got mad at Phil.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Why did he quit? Why did he quit?
No. That's my only gripe. Y'all know Kobe, my favorite player. You can tell me he did no wrong in my eyes. But if we're gonna be biased and we're gonna be fair. Because they tried to take the ball out of his hand. They took the ball out of his hand.
They said he was selfish. He couldn't shoot, and
Phil needed to do that. He had to do that because
you see what I'm saying
it's
now?
kind of the same way he had to do
Kobe
Mike.
quits.
Gotta
They
use your
usually
team.
say, "But why did he quit?"
No, LeBron James, he get his behind. He want to go sit at the end of the bench by himself, or he want to go to the locker room. He want to pout. He want to cry. He want to act like a queen. That's what he do.
For some unknown reason, Kobe gets a pass for everything, and we can critique. Bro, there's people who critique Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for trying to force his way out of Milwaukee. He already won a ring, and there was nothing else he could do over there because nobody wanted to go over there. And we hold him we blame him for that. Like, my thing is, if you're gonna say Kobe Bryant with a straight face is an all-time great, why don't you hold him to that all-time great caliber?
I do.
Why don't you?
I do.
They've always held Kobe to that.
I do, but no, he's not.
No, he's not.
Because when he choked 3-1, it's the excuses. Oh, well, no. They said he was selfish. They said, meanwhile, they've been calling him selfish for his entire career. Ever since Shaq left, that was the narrative around him.
Except on his last game, everybody wanted him to be selfish.
That was the only time they ever said no. That is the only time in his career.
God, what are you talking about? You just right now, you're just talking out of emotions. You're not spitting out no facts. You spit out nothing but emotions. Yes, I said.
Okay.
Because
I mentioned that 4-1 that they hold on.
No, I'm not holding on. No.
I mentioned they lost 4-1. I mentioned that they lost 4-1 to the Pistons. A team they had no business losing. Is that not a fact?
Is that not a fact? Do you know how much Kobe had to deal with for years? For years, had to deal with after the Shaq left.
That is the same Pistons team that gave LeBron the flux, and then LeBron went crazy in the end. He eventually got over that hump, but that Pistons team was good.
And let's not forget, LeBron didn't do his side of the bed. Let's not
forget,
LeBron didn't do his
side of the bed. It's the same thing with Miami and the Mavs. That Mavs team was good.
Yeah.
And that Miami team was great.
No, I won't lie. That Mavs team, that for that particular year, that Mavs team was great. They beat the Lakers.
They were good.
But look who they beat to get to the finals.
I understand that, but Miami Heat was great.
Yeah.
Period.
Period.
So Miami should have won it.
That's my
which
bullish
is
on
why
LeBron.
I hold LeBron James accountable for it. I don't care that he got nervous. I don't care that he still shot over 50% and he was still giving you 17 a game. I don't care about that. I don't care that he was actually giving you a socket. I don't care about any of that. At the end of the day, they lost. Why?
Well,
because
what
LeBron James, when it came to it, he was playing more like Jason Kidd than he was trying to play as himself.
LeBron was scared of Kobe.
You talking about when he lost to the Magic?
Yeah, he was scared of Kobe. Let's not act like that wasn't a thing. Because we all knew that was supposed to be the matchup.
Sure
they had the puppet commercial and all that stuff. But he was scared of the matchup.
Hey, those were some great commercials, by the way, wasn't they? I missed those puppets.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say this. Y'all can argue the Kobe Bron. You can make cases for both of those guys in terms of who the number 2 guy is. But don't you ever put that at number 1 because that's reserved for MJ only.
No,
only.
I'm gonna tell you.
It's MJ only. You can argue the number 2, but you can't ever argue the number 1. And the fact that you argue number 1 means you don't know basketball.
LeBron,
tell him, Jay. Tell him, Jay.
You don't know basketball.
Kobe,
y'all a bunch of imposters.
Kareem number 3. Jordan's number 4.
Wait.
And there you go. And that's why this show lost credibility.
Jordan number 4.
LeBron,
Freddie, what you just say?
Kareem, then Jordan.
All right, Freddie.
And Chris, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. The Kobe stuff. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You're no longer able to talk basketball.
Come on, some real stuff. And listen, I said this. This is the only top 3 acceptable.
I will never. Hey, Kobe is my favorite player. I cannot put the remix over the original, brother.
How come you can? Tell me how come? What makes
Michael
Jordan and Kobe different? Please tell
me. Michael Jordan was undefeated in the finals.
Okay, and let me ask you this: Hey, how many 3-peats? Hey, hold on. How many 3-peats does LeBron have? How many 3-peats does Kobe have? Because I'm pretty damn sure that Jordan has 2. And not only that, but he put a sabbatical.
But why did he put that sabbatical? But why he do that sabbatical? Because Phil was leaving.
He wanted to go play baseball. There was nothing else he could do in the game of basketball.
No, it wasn't. Because Michael Jordan was on record when they asked him, if Phil doesn't come back, do you come back? He said no. If Phil's not here, I'm not here. Don't do that.
Even if you want to go that route, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Because if LeBron James did that, we're killing him. We're killing him.
No, not necessarily. Because it's not like Jordan went to a different team. No, wait. No, Pride. I understand what you're saying, but it's not like Jordan went to a different team. He went to a completely different sport.
Well, he couldn't because they still had him under contract, so he couldn't go anywhere.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't think Jordan's leaving to go to another team. I don't think so.
Because he couldn't.
No, I'm saying even if he was able to fulfill that contract, and let's say Phil left, I don't think Jordan's playing for another team that's not Chicago Bulls.
Well, I don't know, man, because no one even thought he would leave it. He would even leave the first time, and he ended up leaving it. So I don't know.
But I'm still gonna ask you the question though: how many 3-peats does Bron have?
And you're right, LeBron. The most he's done a back-to-back, and I understand that.
I'm just asking the question,
and I'm with you. I understand that from that perspective. But again, if it's only gonna boil down to just
no, that's just one point, Pride. That's not all of it.
No, because if that's your main point, then Scottie Pippen is on the same level as Michael Jordan. Because
you can say that. You can say that. Okay, so then you can say. But you can say that what's name? D Wade is on the same level as LeBron James. You can say, any one of those you can say, right?
That's what I'm saying. Using your argument. Which is why I'm trying to tell you, your argument is dumb.
It's not dumb. It's not.
Wait. What's the argument?
Dumb. So his argument is basically
he said that the fact that LeBron or Michael Jordan got 2 3-peats isn't because of Michael Jordan, because you can say the same thing for Pippen and everybody else. And I'm saying no, you take Jordan away from that, it ain't happening.
But you can't use that argument. You can't. Because when LeBron went to Miami, I love Wade, but Bron was better than D Wade.
Yeah.
Hold on, Pride. Hold on. They no. Why? Why was he better than D Wade? Because D Wade
was older and he had bad knees at that point.
Hey, in order for us to win, you got to be the best player because they tried it as D Wade being the best player.
And on that note, Pride, then that argument's dumb from you because you're saying that Bron is better than D Wade, and I'm saying that Jordan is better than Pippen. And if you think Pippen's better than Jordan, y'all got another thing coming.
And if you think D Wade was better than Bron,
I don't think D Wade is better than Bron. I don't.
Okay. But again, the reason I'm saying that that's a nonsensical argument is because you're saying, oh, how many times did LeBron James three-peat? He hasn't.
That's right. How many times did he three-peat?
Alone in and of itself does not mean that he's better. Because how many rings does Robert Horry have? He's got 7. Does that mean he's better than Michael Jordan?
Hold on, Pride. Hold on. Let's not sit here and act like before Scottie came to Chicago that Jordan wasn't getting bounced out the first round. Let's not act like he was getting beat by the Boston Celtics. Let's not act like these things was not happening. Let's not act like this same Bulls team did not lose to a Penny and Shaq. Everybody talk about the 6-0, never going to a game 7, all about this, but they never bring up before they got Scottie.
Rob, I'm not
even gonna attack that, Frank.
Because you don't want to. You know I got you.
That's ridiculous.
Freddie, why do people act like the moment Pippen was drafted to the Bulls, they immediately started winning? They did not. It didn't happen that way, brother. If y'all paid attention to the Bulls' history, Michael still had to teach Scottie how to win. He had to teach Scottie how to be tough.
But
Scottie was getting punished by Dennis Rodman. He was getting punished by John Sally. They were beating up Scottie to the point where Michael had to defend that man. Michael said,
let's not overlook the fact that Jordan played with the flu and still was dominant, and he never did load management. And even when he was getting beat in the first round, he was still
2 years off. What?
You got to remember, Jordan at one point was Michael Jordan in the Chicago Bulls. They had nobody. Tell me who was on that Bulls team in 85. I'll wait. Tell me who was on the Bulls team in 86. I'll wait.
Scott, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, ask away, Freddie.
Since Jordan had to teach Scottie, since Jordan is such a great coach,
the
greatest player of all time, why couldn't he win without Scottie? Why did he go years getting bounced out the first round? Why did he getting beat by the Boston Celtics? Why since he was the greatest player of all time? Because we have seen LeBron take bombs.
And Scottie was the greatest sidekick of all time.
No. Answer my question. Because we've seen LeBron take bombs to the finals.
Yeah, he took bombs to the finals.
We've never seen Jordan take a bomb squad to the finals by himself.
Did he win?
No, because he didn't have a Scottie Pippen.
Because nobody can win a championship by themselves.
Around him.
But here's my
nobody can win a championship by themselves.
I
don't care how great of a player you are.
But Rob, at least LeBron took them there. Jordan didn't take them there.
Yeah.
And hold on.
And when did we start giving out participation awards?
Rob,
when did we start giving out participation awards?
Hold on, Rob.
Oh, you made it to the finals, but you didn't win.
About 10 or 15 years old, about 10 or 15 years old, we started giving out
one man is further than another man without a loaded team. See, everybody want to use this narrative against LeBron. Oh, they say, LeBron, he need all the help. But guess what? It seemed like Jordan need all the help to get to the finals.
But Jordan, let's be honest. If you understand the game of basketball, it's a team sport. It's still a team sport. You can't win it by yourself. But what Jordan did was Jordan built the team. Jordan was with.
Real quick, Freddie. Freddie, let me just sneak in here real quick, Freddie, and then I'm gonna let you speak your piece. I find it funny and quite comical how Jay and Rob now, all of a sudden, say you can't win a ring by yourself, yet in the same breath are now saying because
don't start twisting that. Hold on. You're gonna tell me that Bron can win the damn thing without by himself? Come on.
No, God, finish.
No. I'm not playing this game with y'all because you just see the inconsistency. Supposedly, you cannot win a game by yourself, yet somehow Michael Jordan was solo dolo, the only reason the Bulls won the championship.
I never said that.
It's perplexing to me.
I never said that.
Because when they won their first finals, I think, what was it, 91, they played the Lakers. Game 1, Magic Johnson had Michael Jordan crying. He had him on the bench crying because Magic put a triple-double on him, and he was mad crying on the bench. Phil looked at him, said, "Shut up. You're supposed to be a grown man. Scottie, go guard him 94 feet. Scottie is now incumbent upon you where you need to go guard Magic Johnson. Because for some unknown reason, Michael couldn't do it. I don't know if it was just the size. Could be. It could be maybe it was just MJ's night. Who knows? whatever the reason was, he got a triple-double dropped on his bald head, and he was crying, depressed, sad, about to pull a sabbatical. He was about to retire before he retired.
And by the way, I never said. You're putting words on me, and you're twisting what I'm saying, and that ain't cool. And I'm gonna stand for my own damn self, and you can shut the hell up.
Explain, Frank.
No, one thing you're not gonna do is put words in my damn mouth or speak for me. But I know damn good well what I said. Number one, I said basketball is still a team sport. I said Michael Jordan was a contributor, the main contributor to those titles. He wasn't the only one. No, you ain't gonna do that to me, bro.
Yeah, I never said that.
I'm not the one like that. You ain't gonna do me like that. You gonna let me defend what you said about me, and you won't give me my damn time. Now listen,
you can take your time as long as there's big truth and honesty.
You still gotta have a team. You can't just go out there by yourself and go 1-on-5. It's not gonna happen like that. But you are the main contributor. That team did go through Michael, just like when LeBron is on his teams. Those teams went through LeBron. LeBron didn't do it on his own either, but he was the main contributor for either if they win or if they lost. Just like if Michael Jordan wins or if he loses, he's still the main contributor either freaking way. So don't tell me that I said this or I said that. That's not what the hell I said.
Contributor. You say that now.
Let's get some order.
I've never said that. You took what I said and you made that fit your argument. You took what I said and tried to make it fit your argument.
Order in the court. Okay.
Yo, you might maybe go get a gavel.
Everybody has spoken their piece, okay?
It's okay to be wrong.
Tell me what the hell I said.
Pride. It's okay. LeBron James is the second best player to ever play in the NBA.
But hold on, Rob. Y'all still didn't answer my question. But this is what I was saying, Jay McLovin.
Speak the truth. Speak the truth.
This is what you failed to realize, Jay McLovin, because you didn't bring this up. Why did it take Scotty to come to the Bulls for this man to win? Jordan is not that great of a player that he can lead a team around him without a non-great player to a finals. We've seen LeBron James do that numerous of times, take bums to the finals. But we have not seen Michael Jordan.
Really? So Bosh was a bum. So Bosh was a bum. Wade was a bum.
Miami wasn't.
Irvin was a bum.
Hey, Freddie, why did it take for LeBron to go to another champion to learn how
I'm going to tell you, Rob, I'm going to explain to you. I love when people ask me that question. And it's simple. Very simple. Name me the proper moves they made to build a proper roster around LeBron. I'll wait. I'm still waiting, but I shall wait no longer because they didn't do anything.
Well, they did because LeBron went to LA. Hey, LeBron went to LA and he brought in everybody he thought he needed to win, and he still was not winning. So he kind of did do that.
Going back to Freddie's question about why the Bulls wouldn't win until Pippen got there, the same thing. They had to. Jordan had to wait on the team to get some players to build around them.
Right, but that's my thing. Why, if he's that great of a player, since he's the greatest of all time, he should be able to lead a team by himself.
But that's not even the route I'm going. But Chris, that's not even the route I'm going because I see what Freddie's saying. But this is where I'm going. This is the route I'm taking. Why is it that when LeBron struggled in his early Cleveland years, or not even him, more the team, it's always. But for instance, when LeBron was supposedly he was scared of Kobe because I think it was the Magic that even though he was kind of balling or whatever. But again, that doesn't matter. Supposedly, it's LeBron's fault, and LeBron was ducking him. It's LeBron's fault they lost against the Spurs, even though they had 4 Hall of Famers, including Greg Popovich. My thing is, how come in his earlier we can blame him for that, but then when it comes to Mike, we can go, oh well. He didn't have help.
I think they both should get blamed. But I'll be honest, I was never a big Michael Jordan fan. I think he's the greatest. I think he's the GOAT. But I was always a big Reggie Miller fan, of course, because I live in Indiana and I got to meet Reggie when I was a little kid, and I've always been a big Reggie Miller guy.
Right. I don't know, man. It's just, to me, I just don't. It's just perplexing to me. It really is. It's weird because, again, supposedly it's a team sport, yet supposedly MJ is the only one who three-peated.
Nobody's saying
he's the only one that did it twice.
Pride. Nobody has ever said that MJ that he didn't have a decent team around him. Nobody's saying that. All we're saying was when it comes to the Chicago Bulls,
they were a blown.
Who do you think about first, Pride? Let's just do it like this.
Finals, and Scottie Pippen was an MVP conversation, man.
But Scottie Pippen was never an MVP.
He was in the conversation.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It matters.
They conversed about possibly him being MVP. There was never a situation
it was top 5
in which Scottie Pippen was better than Michael Jordan. We are forgetting the fact
again. You're now switching the conversation.
When Michael Jordan left, Scottie had all the time to prove in the world of what he can do. It got to the point that Scottie Pippen was wearing Michael Jordan shoes with his shoe in the air, pointing at the Jordan emblem, asking him to come back and lead us back to the promised land. Do you forget that? Do you forget that?
Sure.
They asked him to come back.
Who asked who to come back?
Scottie did publicly with his shoe. Mike, come back. Please come back. Save us.
After the organization was like, oh, he's contemplating a retirement. Yeah. Okay, we got to bring him back. So don't make it seem like Scottie was just begging him to come back.
Because he realized, he realized with the Portland Trailblazers, like he realized with the Houston Rockets, that Scottie Pippen is a number 2.
What happened in Houston?
He's a number 2.
No, what happened in Houston was completely different.
How's it different? How's it different? He had Hakeem Olajuwon, he had Charles Barkley, and you had Scottie freaking
Now who's making the excuses, Pride?
No, I'm not making excuses.
I'm just saying, you have Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, and Hakeem Olajuwon, and you still can't win.
There we go. So this is why I'm saying it was different. It was different because those 3 dudes just could not fit. When it came to Hakeem Olajuwon, who, and again, if y'all look into it, y'all would know this. Hakeem Olajuwon was just doing his own thing. He was just chilling. Every other day, Scottie and Charles were beefing about something. It was always
the dream.
Yeah, it was.
Thank God, Hakeem the Dream, who thank God that Michael Jordan retired so he can sneak his 2 rings in. Everybody else got denied due to Michael Jordan.
Oh, you're right, yo, Freddie, he's right. They got denied. The Lakers got denied. Pistons got 91. Denied.
The Lakers did get denied in 91. Oh, my bad, into your Scottie Pippen point. Scottie Pippen point, Pride. Guess what, Pride? You know why they had to put Scottie on Magic? Because that's too much to ask a guy to lead your team in scoring and defend the best player on the opposing team. Yes, Scottie, get out there and do something.
I've seen LeBron do it
and fail.
Really? And fail?
And fail.
He did against OKC
when has LeBron ever been known as a defensive player?
Hold on. He did. Hold on. Time out. First of all, getting up to it, every time they played Chicago, he was guarding D Rose, who was their best player. So let's just get down with it. But let me continue. Hold on. Let me continue.
6'9" guy guarding a 6'3" guy. You're so great, LeBron. You're awesome at defense.
He's right. No, you know what, Freddie? He's right. That D Rose is a little shorter. Maybe we should go taller because I remember in his second finals, he guarded Kevin Durant. I remember him being on KD.
I don't remember him guarding KD the whole game.
As I was saying, he was guarding KD and he was putting up buckets. And then against the Spurs the first time, he was rotating because they had everybody. There were plays he was on Tony Parker. Then when Tim Duncan got hot, he was on him. He'd be on Monroe. And then the second year, he did the same thing, and then occasionally was on Kawhi Leonard when they ran some plays for him. So don't make it sit here and seem like, oh,
hey, look,
he couldn't do it. Come on, stop playing.
We're gonna be rebuttaling each other all day, so I'm just gonna nip this conversation like this. Michael Jordan never got on national TV and said, "I need help. I need help."
Well, yeah, because he was back in the office. Because he was back in the front office. That's why he went and got
Hey, that's why they went and traded. You go to the front office like a man. You go to the front office like a man. You don't go to national TV and say, we're top heavy as us. We're top heavy. We need help.
Rob, I want to bring up a point to you. Michael Jordan better be glad when he came in, they started winning. A guy, one of the greatest centers of all time was, getting older. He wasn't the same guy. Because if Kareem was a little bit younger, still in his prime, that Bulls team.
Oh, here we go.
They would have beat.
Hey, I think what you're hold on. What you misunderstood is that Michael Jordan built a culture. Hold on. Michael Jordan built a culture with the Bulls. I've never seen LeBron James build that culture with one specific team. He had to go to different places in order to keep his winning streak alive. But where is the winning culture? And you can see it even right now in the Lakers with Russell Westbrook and company. Where is that culture?
We won a championship. That's the winning culture. A lot of teams can't say they winning.
There's no culture like what MJ built.
Hey, Freddie, if was a fifth, everybody would be drunk.
We need to stop saying Jordan and Scott is the greatest duo of all time. They're not.
They are.
They're not.
They are.
I can name a duo that's better than them.
Who is that?
Kobe and Shaq.
Ah, damn.
Who's guarding them?
Okay, so what's the next subject? What's the next subject?
Now,
what's the next subject?
What's the next subject? Because I don't even
how
want
the
to argue about this
turntables. Because I was Rob loves Kobe, so I want to put him on a spot. Let's put him in an uncomfortable position. The player you respect the most in MJ against the player you love the most, Kobe. Now let's have this conversation, please. Pray tell, Robert, who is your guy? Please, who's a better duo?
I got a better duo.
Scotty and MJ was the better duo than Kobe.
I don't know how you don't make that comparison, man.
It's awkward because the thing is I'm gonna have to go Kobe and Shaq because of Shaq's size, bro.
They only won 3 wings, bro.
If we're doing that, give me Brother McTaylor.
They're playing a 2-on-2. I'm talking about they're playing a 2-on-2.
Well, that's not fair.
I like that duo, Ron.
It's gonna be tough because you know what I mean.
That's not fair, Pride. What you going?
No, I'm just saying. Like if they're
Kobe don't even got to do nothing, bro.
No, but Kobe's gonna be on MJ. Because I mean, let's be fair.
If they're playing keeps, they're not getting the ball back.
Rob, can I ask you a question? Rob, I'm gonna ask you a question. You know, because Kobe had played Jordan. Wasn't Kobe able to score on Jordan?
You talking about when Jordan was with the Wizards, bro?
I'm talking about Kobe.
You talking about when Jordan was with the Wizards, man? Really?
I'm talking about Kobe when he was a kid.
Wait, hold on. Someone fact check me. I feel like I saw Kobe play, and he played with MJ, and MJ had a Bulls jersey on.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
That was his last year, right?
That game, Mike cooked Kobe, man.
That was
MJ's Kobe. Put like 30 to 40 points on him.
Mike cooked Kobe. It got to the point Kobe was like, "How did you do that? I had you on the fadeaway, and you still hit
Kobe
it."
Put 30 to 40 points on him,
bro.
Answer
and
the
I
question.
love Kobe, bro.
Rob, answer the question. Didn't Kobe put 30 to 40 points on him?
Yeah, when he was with the Wizards.
No, with the Bulls.
No, he didn't.
Let me fact check real quick.
I was saying you hear all the
fact check and come back.
Ron, let me put you on the spot.
I'm here.
MJ and Scotty, Kobe and Shaq. Who's the better duo?
It's easily Kobe and Shaq. But Kobe is not on MJ's level.
I mean, to be fair, Rob, I know you're gonna kill me, but I mean, let's be honest here. You did admit that Scotty is a number 2, right?
He's the best number 2.
So by your logic, I mean,
I got a duo better than both of them.
Kobe's a number 1 and Shaq is a number 1.
That was a 1A and 1B situation.
Right. So I mean, wouldn't it be kind of, wouldn't it make more sense because it's a 1A, 1B versus a 1 and 2?
Nah, it was a 1 and 2 with Michael and Scotty. It was never
a
1
and 2. You're not listening to me.
I'm sorry, Pride. Go ahead.
I'm not taking digs no more. I promise.
I have the fact check.
Oh, real quick, Freddie. Hold on, Freddie. Just keep that in your back pocket for a minute.
Okay.
All I'm saying is this, Rob. With the Lakers, with Shaq and Kobe, that was a 1A and a 1B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was a 1A, 1B versus the Bulls, which was MJ's the 1 and Scotty is the 2.
Right.
Wouldn't it make logical sense that the 1A and 1B would beat the 1 and 2? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, the way you put it in a 2-on-2, I'm putting my money on Kobe and Shaq too.
If we just thought
that was the question.
But go ahead, yo, Freddie. You said you had a fact check, please.
1997.
Yeah.
Kobe Bean Bryant scored 33 points on Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan was a Chicago Bull, by the way.
Okay. What did Mike have?
I can find that for you.
Yeah. Let's find that one too.
if MJ does not have more than Kobe, then I'm giving Freddie the win. I'm gonna call it a knockout.
Hey, Ron said he had a duo that was better than both those.
Yeah, I want to hear this, Ron.
Okay, so it was a great battle. Jordan had 36, Kobe had 33. So they even each other out basically.
That was the welcome home party for Kobe.
Jordan got him by 3.
Kobe was a kid. Jordan was already in his prime, out his prime, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, let's not sit up here and act like Kobe was some regular kid playing basketball, bro. This man made it out of high school.
But this is a guy that didn't even really play his first year in the NBA.
That's great.
Ron.
But Kobe was still Kobe.
Yes, but he had to shoot the 3 air balls in Utah. And
that's what happens. You have to build up your confidence. You got to. Oh,
trust me, Kobe B. Bryant is my dude. I cried.
I did too. I shed it a couple tears. I don't cry. Think about it.
I don't cry.
I was hurt, man. I used to look at people like, how can you cry? You didn't even know this dude, or you didn't know this woman. How are you crying?
Every year it comes around in January, last year, I still cried. Every time I watch the damn tributes and stuff.
Dude, I'll never forget where I was at when I heard Kobe. It took my mom. My mom knows how much I love Kobe. She called me, was like, Kobe died? I say, Mama, stop playing with me.
That's crazy. That's wild.
I remember my story as well.
For real, bro?
Hey, I was hurt, bro. I was
wild,
hurt,
bro. That's crazy. So Ron
was probably like, he's
Ron, who is this number 3? Pride, you're an a-hole.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn, it sucks. I ain't shed no tear. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't cheer for it. Don't get it twisted.
I'm like, well, he's overrated.
You know what, Pride? And guess what? I you know what? When that sad day comes, I'll be hurt. If something happens to Tom Brady too, I will be hurt.
Nah, that one. I'm taking a sabbatical. Freddie, I don't know if I told you. The day Tom Brady passes away, if anything crazy happens, bro, if he leaves the country, I'm taking a sabbatical. I'm pulling a Kyrie. I'm gonna retire for no reason whatsoever. Ron, you said you had a third duo in there. I want to hear this.
Yeah, my duo's better than Kobe and Shaq easily, and they washed Jordan his whole career. Give me Bird and McHale all day.
Okay,
that's not a bad one.
Okay,
especially in that prime.
Don't try to diminish it, Rob. Relax.
You think McHale better than Shaq, Ron?
Nah, but McHale.
Yeah, if we're gonna be honest, like
Shaq
would dominate with power, but McHale was fast. People be sleeping on his speed.
Now I'm gonna say this, Ron. I'm gonna tell you this. I would take Kobe over Bird, and I'm gonna tell you why. Not offensively. I think Kobe was a better defensive player than Bird.
Bro, don't sell Kobe short. I'll take him offensively over Bird too.
Yeah, hey, they're gonna definitely score. They're definitely gonna battle on that end. Listen, y'all. Kobe is one of the greatest scorers that the game has ever seen. I mean,
bro,
just think about
look how many points Kobe has compared to Larry Bird. Come on, man.
Larry Bird had the secret sauce. He wasn't worried about scoring. He was worried about winning.
You. God.
Larry Bird could have put up scoring like crazy.
He usually did.
Larry Bird was just always doing threes. He was a complete player.
Thank you. He really was. He didn't have to average 30 because he didn't have to mask any other deficiencies he had offensively. He could literally do it all offensively, which is why you don't see him averaging 30, 35 points.
He literally had like 4 Hall of Famers on his team.
And Hall of Fame
coaches. Hall of Famers is a knock? Okay. That's crazy.
So could Kobe. Where was Kobe?
So first, it's a team thing. Now we're going to knock him for having a good team.
I'm not knocking him for having a good team, but you're saying he got all of these deficiencies covered up. Yeah, it's easy to hide those deficiencies when you have a great team.
That was the Bird effect. He made them Hall of Famers.
Thank you.
But what was Kobe's weakness on offense? I'm still confused on the part.
3-point shooting.
Selfishness.
No, he went to stop shooting.
No, right from that time of era, he was actually an average 3-point shooter. You know, I mean, of course, the percentage went way high now because he shoot higher volumes now, Pride. So I'm waiting.
Kobe's selfish weakness was selfishness, ball movement.
Oh, so he's selfish, but he's top 5 in shooting guards with assists. Okay, what's the next one?
Top 5 with who? With what position?
In the shooting guard position, he's top 5 and assists.
Can you do me a favor? Who's the all-time leader in shooting guards and assists?
Of shooting guards and assists?
Yes.
Was it Jerry West?
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I'm asking you a question.
Who was it?
Right, you brought it up. You brought it up. You say he's top 5 in shooting guards, right? In assists, right? Right?
That's what I said. But I don't remember.
Okay, then. So who's the 5 then? Don't bring up half evidence. Nah, homie.
Who is the process? The hell you asked want to come check me? You probably don't know.
You want to bring it up? No. You want to bring it up? You want to bring it up? It's your job to defend yourself.
No, it's not my job. I said what I said. It's your job to find out if I'm telling the truth or not.
If you get your job,
y'all hostile this morning, Lord.
If you get the evidence, don't bring it up.
It's Clyde Drexler.
I have, ladies and gentlemen, I have.
Wait, Ron got the list.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have the list, and Kobe's outside of the top 10, Freddie. I'm sorry.
What, an assist?
Yes. It's James Harden, Reggie Theus, AI, Clyde Drexler, D-Wade, Michael Jordan, Eddie Johnson, Richie Gurry, Jeff Hornacek, Alvin Robertson, then Kobe at 4.8.
No, sir. Your list is wrong, sir. Let me.
How about this?
I can send you mine.
Freddie, check the year your thing was put up, and then Ron, check what year your thing was put up.
All right.
Because it could be a possibility, Freddie, that one of y'all have it could be Freddie. You got like a recent one, and Ron could potentially have one when Kobe was playing like an older one.
You know what I mean? But this is what mine says. Mine says Drexler with 61,000. Kobe. Oh, well, let me give the actual number. Drexler.
Oh, yeah, we're doing total.
Oh, thank you. Number 2.
Cold.
And guess what? He would have been number 1. He would have tied number 1 with 3 more assists.
Yeah, 4 more for first all time.
Yep. Hornacek was 3rd.
So say this guy's selfish.
Wade 4, Jordan 5.
There we go. Next, so what else makes him different? I'm just want to go down.
So what's our other topics, ladies? I mean, gents.
Oh, okay. Then I dropped. Hey, Ron, I'm sorry.
Freddie, we're not going to come out here and act like there was games when Kobe's team was trash, and he was like, "I'm not passing the ball. I'm just coming out here and being Kobe."
Ron, I will address that on another show, my brother. I have much love for you, but at this point, I gotta drop the mic.
4.6. These are just some of his average assists per game during his prime. Interesting.
I gotta just drop the mic.
It's just adorable how you brought up shooting guards when most of these quote 2 guards aren't known for passing.
Well, I think
that's adorable. But by the way, you said Clyde Drexler, and you tried to make it seem like only 3 more assists. Did you know he played even more games than Clyde Drexler? Pride, why are you talking? My bad, Pride.
But you know what?
Yeah, Pride,
for a guy to be called a ball hog, a guy that don't shoot or make his teammates better, that's very incredible to know.
Freddie said he's dropping the mic.
Freddie, you got it, coach. You got it, Freddie.
I think that's very impressive for a guy that says very selfish to be number 2 on that list.
Bar is set that low. The bar is set that low.
No, because his job isn't to get assists. He's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. There is a difference.
Can we take this number and look at it all time of all players?
That's what I'm saying. So now, if
it'll be low, because guess what, Ron? He's not a point guard. He's not a point forward.
Neither is LeBron James.
LeBron James is a point forward.
LeBron James.
LeBron James is a point forward. That's what he is.
Hey, I will give LeBron this. His mama chose the right name, didn't she?
Exactly.
LeBron James.
Mama Gloria James.
No, Freddie. Just chill over there with your guy. Me and Bron, we chilling.
No, Bron is my guy.
Hey, I'm cool with chilling with my guys.
You can chill over in 3rd place, Rob. You can chill in 3rd place.
Mike and Kobe they gonna take me home, baby. They gonna take me home.
That's wild, bro. Let me ask a question to y'all. Why is there so much disrespect on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Because Jordan had the most sexiest name. He has a Jordan brand. He has the shoes.
No, Freddie. Don't do that because you disrespect him too. Freddie, you disrespect him too, so I don't want to hear it.
No, I do not
disrespect
him. No, I do not disrespect him. No, I do not.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I do that because people like Jay McLovin and people like Rob that makes Jordan feel like he's on this high pedestal, and that's why I come at Jordan the way I do. I'm being honest.
And you know what? And you're right. I get it to an extent. But even I conceded, I agree that Jordan at worst is a top 3 player at worst.
I say number 4.
See, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, to you, I am.
No, because this is the top 3 and this is my litmus test. If you disagree, you're a lost cause. MJ, Bron, Kareem. That's the top 3. That's the top 3 for me. If your top 3 is not like that, it's just
what's your top 3?
Child.
Well, you know what it is. I don't think it's disrespectful. At least for me, I'll only speak for myself. I know about Kareem, but I've never, you know what I'm saying? I didn't study Kareem like I've studied these players that I talk about. So it's a little biasness in there, but I can't deny it based off the numbers, based off what Kareem has done. That guy is a monster. I can tell the truth, right? I can tell the truth. It's biasness.
As long as Rob, thank you. Yeah, he can talk to you like, look, should he be in it? He should.
Look what he did in college.
I appreciate you for being
Look at what he did in college. Look what he did in the Milwaukee Bucks.
He's the ultimate winner.
This guy had the most unstoppable shot in NBA history.
Yet you got Kobe over him.
No, I don't have Kobe over him.
Your top 3. What was your top 3?
Yes, I do. Yeah, because you know why? Kobe's the greatest Laker of all time. Kobe took Jordan.
Being the greatest Laker of all time don't make you
the top 3 in the league. He perfected Jordan's game.
Lakers.
You say he perfected Jordan's game? Okay, Freddie. I was with you. For
by the way, I do agree with Pride's list. Pride's got a good list there.
He was more efficient.
Yeah,
you're on point, Pride.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You said Kobe Bryant was more efficient than Michael Jeffrey Jordan?
He can shoot better than Jordan.
Y'all gonna make me say Michael Jordan's full government name, bro. I'm gonna be an MJ fanboy for a minute.
Hey, I'm gonna say this: his mindset was better than Jordan's.
Wait, what?
Oh hell no! I'm sorry.
Kobe copied everything Michael did, from the way he walked, from the way he shoot, bro.
From everything. He did it better, Rob. Guess what, Rob? When he chewed that gum, he chewed it better. He wore it better. He did it better.
Freddie, let me ask you a question, Freddie. Let me ask you one question.
Come on.
And Kobe didn't have to go
real quick, Freddie. I promise I'm gonna let you go back on your whole thing. Are you being serious or are you trolling? I need to know which road I need to take with you right now. You're muted.
I'm being dead ass serious.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Freddie Embiid Show, the ultimate troll, because he can't be serious.
Hey, listen, and Kobe is the smartest.
I just want to say that the viewpoints of Freddie Henderson do not necessarily represent that of ASAP.
I'm gonna tell you what Kobe did. Kobe would get the referee book. He would get the book, and he studied it to see what he can get away with and what he can't, and he took this for his advantage. Name a player that's doing that, man. There's not a player out there doing that, bro.
But LeBron doesn't read the book because he's just rewriting it.
The game, but that's about as far.
No, Kobe don't read it. You know, LeBron don't read a book. Every time you see him read a book, he's always on that first page. He's always on the first page. He's always.
But isn't he your goat? Hold on, isn't he your goat?
Bro, you know you see him always on that first page.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. I just think 44.7. 49.7. Which is higher?
What are you talking about? I'm not answering that question until I know what it is.
Okay, fine. It doesn't matter.
49.7 is higher.
49.7 is higher, correct? Okay. I was informed and told by Freddie that Kobe was more efficient. Kobe doesn't even shoot 45% from his career. MJ almost
no pride. That's one thing you're not going to do. That's not what you're going to.
I'm going to continue. So from the field.
And I'm going to continue as well. Go to Michael Jordan's prime and Kobe's prime.
32.9 for Kobe. Go to 32.7 for MJ. So
go to the prime.
Kobe is about 0.2. He's about 0.2 more efficient from the 3-point line. For free throws, MJ 83.5%, and Kobe 83.7%. So again, another 0.2, so slightly more efficient. So if you get all of that and combine it, if you get all their efficiency, Michael Jordan is still a positive net player when it comes to efficiency.
Go to Michael Jordan's prime and go to Kobe's prime and tell me what the numbers are.
Hey, Fred, here you go. I don't think you had your coffee yet.
No, go to the primes and tell me.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Hey,
Pull it up.
I think he's been drinking anyway. I think he's drinking, but not coffee.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
No, hold on. Hold on. Yo, Freddie, I love how you said that. This is actually something I said. Remember the very first time I was on the show, Freddie?
Hey, I like the way you think, Rob.
Hold on, real quick. By the way, I can't believe this. We're entering unprecedented waters.
Pride is defending Mike.
I'm defending Michael Jeffrey Jordan right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy. Take a picture. Oh, I'm pulling it for you, Freddie. I'm waiting. So, what year do you want me to start for Michael Jordan? What year? Pick a year. Any year.
Championship year.
So
Championship year.
So you want to do his championship years?
91.
That's like 91 and 93. Then 90. Okay, so 90. He shot 52% from the floor.
Woo.
Then in 90, 91, 53. 91, 92, 51. 92, 93. Where is that? I saw it. 45. Okay. Then he went home. I ain't going to disrespect his name because unfortunately I'm defending him. He returned.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan went home?
Kobe ain't have to do that.
Baseball.
Freddie, did Kobe have to do that?
Kobe being Bryant didn't have to retire. You right?
I ain't playing this game. So
he didn't have to retire because he couldn't handle it.
So he played 17 games in the 94 and 95 season. He played 17 games. I'm gonna count that. We're gonna have to because I want to give Kobe the best opportunity he possibly can have.
Jordan missed that.
And for those 17 games, he shot. Let's see, 41%.
Jordan only played 17 games in the season.
That's when he came back from baseball.
That's when he came back, and he came back for only those last 17. Because people think he was out for 2 years.
We better call him street clothes Jordan.
No. That was when he was gone, and then he came back. Yeah, you're fine.
That was 4-5 Jordan. Y'all feared 23.
So 95, 96, he shot 49% from the floor. 96, 97, 48, and then 97, 98. 46% from the floor.
Wow.
Now, I don't have to look at Kobe's numbers. You want to know why? Because I already looked at him. Kobe never his career shot over 47%.
Never.
Ever. In his prime. Listen, prime, no time.
Hey, I don't want to talk about this no more because I don't want to dog. Hey, don't dog Kobe.
I'm not dogging nobody. But if I have to,
we're going to have Pride defending Jordan and Rob trashing the Kobe here pretty soon. We stay on this topic.
I would never do that. That would never come out of my
more points.
I would never
realize that Kobe patterned his game after Jordan.
Well, Kobe
was a derivative.
Hold on, Jay. Freddie, are you asking for a career or are you talking about for like
This is not fair.
Kobe never averaged more points in no year than Jordan.
I'm asking because you asked who averaged more points.
No, let me rephrase the question
for one specific year.
Understand Pride. I'm gonna rephrase because maybe your understanding is not there today this morning. I mean, looking at Jay McLevin's beard is kind of throwing me off as well.
So get to the point.
Same here.
So what I'm saying is, there's never been a year in Kobe's career that he scored more points than Jordan.
I'll tell you right now, because his career high was 35, followed by 31.
So Kobe's averaged four more points than Jordan.
So are you
talking about in their best year?
Do you value how many points you scored over the field goal percentage? Because I like field goal percentage much more than I do the points.
No. Jay.
On the all-time scoring list, is Kobe above Jordan? Is Jordan above Kobe?
I believe it's Jordan.
No, Kobe's above.
It's Kobe. Okay.
Oh,
correct.
Kobe played for 20 years, bro.
So it can't be.
I believe Michael took a sabbatical in there somewhere.
Okay,
I heard it was two sabbaticals.
Ron, can I ask you a question, Ron? Did Kobe really play his first year in the NBA?
Okay, so he played 19 years.
Okay. Didn't Kobe tear an Achilles where he had to miss another year?
Same way Jordan broke his foot and had to miss a year.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Let's break that 18. Didn't Kobe miss a lot of time toward the end of his career?
No.
Oh, okay.
He didn't. He just was missing shots.
No, he was missing a lot of games because he due to injuries. Towards the end of his career.
Yeah, okay. So his last 3 years, he played 6. That was the Achilles, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Then 35, and then 66. Right?
Yeah.
Now, hold on, because I did this for MJ when he had a shortened season. I didn't show no mercy for him, so I have no choice but to be unbiased.
No.
Hold on, Freddie.
Fred.
You brought up the point that he played 20 years. He didn't play 20 years.
6 games when he
Listen to the numbers.
He didn't play 20 years.
His Achilles, he shot 42% in those 6 games. But again, 6 games, not really fair. The next year, he played 35 games, and he shot 37% from the floor. But his final year, hold on, but his last year, he played 66 games. So that could be the bet. Nope, 35%. Huh.
But Rod, you missed my point.
Do we need to talk scoring
Rod
titles?
just sat up here and said, Kobe Bryant played 20 years in the NBA. I brought that up to prove that he didn't play 20 years. It's more like 18 years.
Okay, so 18, and MJ played like what, 10?
So since Kobe played more years than Jordan, we would expect him to have more scoring titles, right?
Correct. Please, Ron, do me a favor. Crack my soul. Fertilize my brain with knowledge. Ron, who has more scoring titles?
I'll just say Jordan won a lot. Anybody know how many Jordan got? You need 2 hands to count them.
I've always loved the graphic that shows the amount of hardware that Jordan had, Bron had, and Kobe had. And honestly, it was always a Bron with damn hardware.
How many years Jordan played? 14?
I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you every game, and I'm gonna count that him just so it's 1,
15
2, 3,
years, right?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
So
11,
66% of the
14,
time
15,
he was the
so
scoring
about
champion.
14 and a half.
Yeah.
So Kobe played maybe 2 more years than Jordan.
If that doesn't make a difference, I don't know what to tell you, Freddie. If you don't think that makes a difference,
Not that much of a difference, no.
Yes, what you mean? For a great score, you can score like 15 to 2,000 points in the season?
Literally, bro.
If you're counting playoffs too.
But since Michael Jordan should be that much of a great player, that
Fred, you and Pride have a great argument with the LeBron thing, okay? Because you can't deny all 3 of their greatness, okay? But trying to argue that Kobe is better than Mike,
this was out of control.
You can't do it, bro. You can't do it. And I
You know
love
what?
Kobe, man. You put me in a very awkward position right now.
Kobe
sir.
even got his killer instinct is better than Jordan.
No, he got his killer.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, wow.
He got it from Jordan, but it's better than Jordan.
Hey, you know what, Fred? I appreciate the opportunity for being able to be on this network, but if that's how you feel,
that's how I feel. That's 100% how I feel, Rob. I love you. I appreciate you being on here. But if
Everybody seeing somebody put their foot in their mouth literally and keep the foot out.
you know what? I gotta make a public announcement to the ASAP Network. This goes to everybody's part of the day. You must get drug tested before you can be a part of this network.
So look like
we'll play follow the leader, and you go first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I understand where Freddie is coming from. Like, Kobe got a nickname. Like, he is the Black Mamba. We can't disrespect that statement. But Jordan's killer instinct game was like psychological. Like, he's taking his best friends out the golf. And
Mike got a nickname.
Are we upset that somebody didn't give Jordan a name like Mamba? I mean, was that what it takes these days to have a really good public relations campaign? Hell, I'll give him a
Jordan,
name.
they call him Black Jesus.
I forgot to tell you, Jordan had a nickname too. It's called GOAT.
Didn't it? No. Did they call Jordan Black Jesus or something?
I disagree with that statement. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm gonna continue to defend Michael Jordan, but I just need to make sure I clearly say I disagree with that statement. Because if I let that slide, bro, Rob's gonna be like, "We got him," and no, I ain't falling for that trap, bro. Go ahead, Chris.
Larry Bird crowned
Jordan had 5 MVPs.
Basketball.
Yeah, what'd you say, Chris?
Kobe only had 1.
But Chris, see.
Hey, did you hear what Ron said?
What Ron say?
No, that was Chris.
About the MVP.
I thought it was Ron that said that about calling Jordan Jesus.
I got some breaking news out of the NBA, by the way.
Oh, what's that?
This is coming from the Portland Trailblazers from Damian Lillard.
He's done for.
Oh, so they finally admitted that Damian Lillard's out of there.
This is his quote from him. I'm loyal to what I believe. I do love living in Portland. I do love playing for this Trailblazers. I know what means something to. He can't talk. I know what means something to me in my heart, and that's winning the championship here.
Oh my gosh!
That's what I done told y'all. I don't feel bad for him at all. I don't feel bad for him no more.
Yeah, sometimes you could be loyal to a fault.
Yup. Yes. I used to scream at the top of my lungs, free Damian Lillard, bro. At this point, bro, give him 20 more years. Give him life.
Yeah.
Because I can't be defending this man no more. I really can't.
Ain't nobody coming to Portland, Dame.
No.
Yeah, you're never going to build a championship team there.
Give them their benefit of the doubt, you guys. Portland is in a situation that a lot of people would like they're in a great position right now. A lot of people question the trade for CJ. That freed up about $20 million of cap.
Well, you had to trade CJ. I mean, that team has to break up.
They have cap space now, and they have draft picks. So they can't. If a Zion Williamson come available, they can make a push for him.
Zion Williamson is nothing but a glorified Greg Oden now.
Relax.
Hey, he's getting ready to have another
surgery. I think he's doing all this on purpose. Me personally.
At what point do you give up on Zion?
Greg Oden's from Indiana. Give him a break.
Relax. Breathe. Woosah. Don't disrespect them like that now. All right.
Nah, look, I got love for Zion, but man, come on, dude. You gotta. Hey, if you doing what I'm doing, then yeah, you can eat.
Nah, bro. You saw how much weight Zion put on with the first surgery. Imagine how much weight he's going to put on with the second surgery.
Do you remember when he busted out his shoe?
I'm going to tell you this right now. That's not because of his weight. It's too explosive. Don't disrespect him. I'm going to tell you this right now. bro. I got to defend Zion because I take it personally. Listen, birds of a feather flock together, and goddamn it, me and Zion, we both the same, bro. I listen. I got an extra large jersey of his, bro, and it don't fit me no more, bro. So I know what he's going through, bro. I get it.
Okay.
We
ain't gonna talk about the rookie of the year.
But you're not an NBA player you're depending on your body to make a check.
But
why is he injured?
Now it's not his fault.
It's his weight.
That is a freak injury.
It's his weight.
It was a freak injury. Hurt, and when you're messing, Freddie, we gonna get into that in a minute, Freddie. So I want you to
been down there eating that crawfish.
That's actually something I kind of want to actually bring
up. And that gumbo.
But he's.
And I want to talk about this top 15 coaches. How the hell Doc Rivers in this damn conversation? By the way, I want to know why.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, Doc Rivers on NBA TNT Tuesday. Tuesday night.
Listen, I'm gonna put it when they put Eric Spoelstra up there. I tuned out.
You don't like?
No, I'm okay with him. Doc Rivers, I'm not okay with.
I tuned out.
I'm not okay with Doc Rivers.
I saw Eric Spoelstra. All right, I was like, this is the definition of a participation award right here. That's the definition.
What has Doc Rivers done in the NBA? Can somebody tell me that, please?
What Doc Rivers
with the Celtics?
Other than the one with the Celtics, what has Doc Rivers done?
He's blew like 3-1 leads.
I think what it is with
Doc threw Ben Simmons under the bus.
I'm gonna tell you what it is with Doc Rivers. And by the way, don't even get me started with Ben Simmons, bro. Don't even get me started, bro. No, real talk. I'm about to violate people who are on this network, bro. Because the same people who say, Ben Simmons taking a mental break as a clown are the same bozos that say Kyrie Irving is taking a stand. So I don't understand.
Hey, a sabbatical is a sabbatical, right?
I'm about to take one, bro. But Freddie, to answer your question, this is what I think it is with Doc Rivers. This is what I really believe what it is. So he won one with the Celtics. He went over to the Clippers. You could make the argument, I'm talking about the Lob City era, that the reason they didn't win it really came down to injuries. That kind of was like the main point. And that was the slide a lot of people really gave him. You know what I mean? Like when it came to the injuries, because we got to remember at one point, no, I'm not talking about you, Freddie. I'm not talking about you. You probably, you're a Lakers fan, so you hate the Clippers. So if they lose, you're like, no, they got to get it done. So you got to exclude yourself from that Clipper hate right now. But I'm talking about everybody else. They kind of gave him slightly of a pass. And I'm not going to lie, I gave him somewhat of it. Because, again, when you're getting to a point where now your best player is your son, Austin Rivers, who at that time was not a starter and you were forced to put him out there because that's all you had, you're screwed. You know what I mean? Like, you're really not going to be able to do much. So I think what happened was he won the ring in 08. He went back, right? Lost against the Lakers. But people were like, you know what? At least he's got something. He's made it twice. He won a ring, so he's got something. And then kind of carries over to the Clippers. They then kind of start giving him the way out, that little door that, injuries. Combine that with the fact that Doc Rivers always loves to talk to the media. And that list is media made.
No, I can see you making an argument for that, but you got to also understand it gets canceled out when you lost the lead to Denver, bro.
And again, and
you had Kawhi and PG.
Listen, he's got his knocks both times when he dropped that 3-1 lead in the Clippers. He put his nose up in the air, like what happened in Orlando. I blame him, but I blame everybody because if you really watch it, everyone kind of even Tracy McGrady, like they all really laid an egg. I think the one he
foot off the gas
the most is the Clippers one because when at least in Orlando he was trying to coach his way out of it.
If he lose this year, if they lose this year, I think the Philadelphia Sixers will fire him this offseason.
Don't we feel like what he did in Philly last year is worse than what happened in LA?
Talk your talk, Ron. Talk your talk.
Yeah, you gotta
talk your talk.
Right.
Losing
the actual losing of the series, no, I think it was worse in with the Clippers. Though the aftermath.
What did Doc do in the Philly versus Atlanta series?
He did the same thing.
Try to resolve the conflict.
I'm not defending him now. I'm not defending it because I see it. Ron coming at me hot. He's starting to feel
it. Get him, Ron.
He's like, yo, let this mother effer defend Dr. Right.
Ron.
I'm not defending him now. I'm just saying the choke, I think it was worse with the Clippers. The aftermath, though, I think is worse with the Sixers. Because when it happened with the Clippers, Doc was just kind of like, you know what? I ain't going to say a word. I ain't going to throw no one under the bus, but I ain't going to defend anybody either. He kind of just fell back. When it came to the Sixers, he was like, you get the blame and you get the blame. No, back to you. You get the blame, Ben. And you get the blame. You too, Ben. You get the blame. And then B gets a little blame. Ben, you get the blame. Like, that's really what it was. And I think that's
everybody's fault but his.
But my thing is, what has Doc Rivers done in the NBA to make him a top 15 coach? And you have a problem with Eric Spoelstra, who won championships, and then Doc Rivers have only won one.
What has he done since? I'm gonna use your argument. What has he done since?
You're a Boston Celtics fan, Pride.
No. Hold on now.
But you
know, at any point, I'm not listening to Freddie at all. Now Freddie reaching.
That's very
at any point say that Doc
Rivers. Don't y'all not see this very questionable? That he have a problem with Eric Spoelstra, but not Doc Rivers.
Freddie, Doc won a championship. Who's
won?
That's all I'm saying.
How many have Eric Spoelstra won?
2. And
but Eric Spoelstra lost multiple 3-1 leads.
He has
no.
And again,
but he have a problem with that man getting in, but not Doc Rivers. That's not questionable.
So you're not listening at all. I'm not wasting my breath. I'm not wasting my breath. Just go away. Go away.
There's a time you got to take your Boston fan.
I never said, Rob, did I ever say Doc Rivers deserved to be
in your
on?
head.
Did I ever say Doc Rivers? Did I ever say that was bad?
Right now.
We're arguing that Doc Rivers shouldn't have been on that list.
That's what I'm saying. The only reason
but you started on your little segment
again, Freddie. You don't know what you're talking about. Go back to the quarter.
Name on there.
I don't like I was defending him was because you asked the question.
But you're defending Doc Rivers, who won one championship with your Boston Celtics.
It's a media-made list.
You guys are hostile this morning. I like it.
You don't know what he be saying. 85% of the time. No,
I like it.
Jay, can I ask you a question?
You're out of your mind. You asked why would he be here, and I said, well, these are some of the stuff they thought about. Yeah. I don't think he should be on. So, I don't think so either, because I think what he's done since that ring, it's bad and questionable.
Hold on, Brian. Let Freddie say it
again, Freddie. If you don't want to listen, man, I don't care, man. I don't care, Freddie. Go put duct tape in your mouth, lock yourself in the closet, rope yourself up, and go chill there for a few days, bro. Go chill there for a few days, man. Go chill there, man.
Do you find a problem
listening at all, Freddie? I'm taking a sabbatical.
I have a problem with Eric Spoelstra being on the list, but not Doc Rivers.
I literally just said I have a problem with Doc Rivers being on the list.
I think he's agreeing with you though, Freddie, that Doc Rivers isn't on the list.
The only reason I was defending him was because Freddie asked the question, why would he be on? And I'm like, well,
he's saying both Rivers and Spoelstra shouldn't have been on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's not disagreeing with you, Freddie. He's actually agreeing with you that Rivers should be on there, and also.
Hey, I like how Ron is just all cool down there. He like, yeah.
Hey, that's what Ron said. Hey, this chat is out of control today.
Because he asked, why was Doc Rivers in? And I'm saying this is probably what they thought. It's a media voted thing. Doc Rivers always talks to the media, and no one has really looked at Doc Rivers' funnies, frankly, until last year. Like there was some looks with the Clippers, but everyone was like, okay, if he goes to the Philly, this is really it for him. So with all that, that's probably why the media was like, okay, yeah, let's put him in there. I'm not saying he deserves to be in there.
Something about Spoelstra. And Freddie, this is telling it to you. Spoelstra, he's not a bad coach. I mean, look. When LeBron left, he still got the Miami Heat in the finals in the bubble. Now, they didn't win, but they did get to the finals in the bubble. So I don't know. I don't think Spoelstra's a bad coach. Do I think he's the top 15? I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of good coaches out there, but he's certainly not a bad coach. I think he's better than Doc Rivers, to be honest with you. Because he's got more titles and he's a good team that did not have LeBron James on it and put them in the finals in the bubble. I mean,
let's do our homework. Let's come up with ASAP's top 15 list.
Hey, we can.
What's up, Mike?
Hey. My Chicago brethren.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Rob? I hope all y'all, everyone except Ron, is having a great morning because the Chicago Bulls are back in first, and we have Tristan Thompson, and you are getting blown out.
And then there was silence,
my brother.
DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan.
Hey, Ron, how's the trade going? How's the trade going?
I'm here for the smoke.
Oh,
despite Philly. The Philly called it a good run. They packed their bags and got ready for All-Star break. So the Celtics got an easy win on us. I mean, the Celtics, who followed that game up by going and losing to Detroit and blowing a 9-game winning streak.
Yeah, we lost. No, we lost. And I said if we lose, I'm more comfortable in us losing now because based on how we've been playing lately, I think now we can pick our stuff up quicker than before. This year, we lost one. You knew it was going to be at least 3.
Hey, James Harden was out there trying to teach Joel Embiid that step back.
So, but I just wanted to throw a dart at Pride. Just Celtics aren't a part of this conversation when it comes to the Bulls versus the Sixers.
Oh, so we a part of it? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I would. But Mike, to be fair, Mike,
we're talking about the top teams of the Eastern Conference right now.
To be fair, Mike. To be fair, when a child is misbehaving, they usually call the legal guardians. So they got to call their father, who just punked them. And when pops don't answer, they got to go call uncle. You feel me?
Yeah, because like I get that you're trying to hit Pride with the dart because I mean you ain't hitting shots, bro. You ain't hitting shots. So I get it. I get it.
After this All-Star break, I hope Chicago got the kicks laced up. Harden's coming back. He's looking prime and ready. Embiid's dominating.
Boy, hey, James Harden lost weight, didn't he? He lost weight quick as hell, didn't he?
Right. His hamstring, they said his hamstring was perfect. I don't know.
100%.
I just want to make sure I'm correct, though, Ron. Who else is coming back after All-Star break other than James Harden?
Just James.
Just James? Oh, okay. Because I got on my list right here, I got Alex Caruso, Zach LaVine, Lonzo Ball, Patrick Williams, Alex Caruso again, because I had to say it twice.
And that's the sad part about it all, bro. They're number one.
What's the name of that rookie that y'all got? That boy.
Oh, my boy Ayo.
Who you talking about? Ayo?
Yeah.
You gotta put some respect on his name.
Freddie.
I grew up with that kid. That's crazy.
Yo, so Mike, I don't know if you heard it, Mike. Freddie says that Kobe's better than
I heard somebody yelling, bro. I have no idea,
bro. With that information as you will, homie.
He said what? You said what, Freddie?
Kobe's better than Jordan.
Yep. Let's not go down that route again.
He said Kobe's better than Jordan.
March 7th, Mike. Let's lock it in. Bulls Sixers in about 2 weeks, right after the All-Star break.
That's a W for Chicago.
Yeah,
it really depends. Like Philly's got their number all year.
I'll be honest with y'all. Like,
we're at home after back-to-back against Miami. We gonna get in them draws. We gonna dominate.
You know what? I think Drummond was a bad loss for y'all.
He's the best backup center in the NBA.
Easily.
I think Drummond was a horrible loss for Philly.
I think it was a bad one.
That hurt.
I'm not gonna let slide to what Freddie may or may not have said. Sir, what did you say?
Mike, we're not getting there because we have not taken one topic on our list today. We're going to talk about topics.
What did you say?
He said Kobe's better than him.
He said Kobe was the best NBA player of all time.
Yeah, oh Lord Jesus, here we go again.
Flop like a fish out of water though. So
baby, part 2.
No, Mike. I promise we'll talk about that later.
Nah, bro.
Let it fly, Mike. Let it fly. Don't let these people discourage you. Say what you gotta say. Say what's on your chest.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
Mike,
Freddie,
I want to introduce
Freddie, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You flip flop like a fish out of water, bro. Like it's LeBron, it's Jordan, it's Kobe, it's Will. You just never know, bro. You just never know.
Mike, I want to say this. I want to introduce you. This is Jay McLevin's brother. This is not the real Jay McLevin.
Yeah, you got the whole. hey, Freddie, you got the whole squad laughing right now, bro. You got the whole squad laughing.
Yo, Freddie.
Hey, Mike, how you like that GOAT performance last night?
I thought Russ called game, but I don't know.
LeBron James in the fourth quarter. Oh my gosh.
15 points.
You knew it was real when he was out there giving high fives to Aaron Donald.
Pride. Oh, Petty Mike. I feel it. So, are we gonna talk about things that happened last night?
Uh-oh.
Are we gonna talk about things that happened?
The chosen.
AD is back. AD is back.
No.
Michael.
I'm gonna pull you backstage, Mike.
He's gone for 2 weeks now, but he'll be back.
Yeah, I
got love for hey Anthony Davis is from here.
I will never support a guy's injury like that, by the way, or laugh about it or make jokes about it. That's a very low shot.
I laugh at you. I do not laugh.
I've never went low about Derrick Rose or Zach LaVine with his knee because I pray for my brothers to get back up. Just saying.
Davis might be back in 2 weeks, but how long will he be back?
Well, I don't know.
He needs to sit out to the playoffs.
If guys see that he get hurt, he just get hurt again.
I'm sitting into the playoffs.
Oh God! But nah, Freddie. Here's the difference.
Would they make the playoffs?
Horrible
playoffs.
Right, I feel horrible for
they want another losing streak, bro. And like,
did y'all even watch the injury? Because it's not like that his body just get hold up. I mean,
it was a freak accident. It was a freak accident.
On a dude's ankle, he's hurt.
That was a freak accident. It was a freak accident. Yeah, that's
I thought it was broke.
This one isn't just AD's injury point. It's not that. It was he went up. I think he went up for like a board or something. He stepped on.
I think it was a lob, wasn't it? He went up for a lob.
He went for a lob and he rolled on the dude's.
This one wasn't. This one wasn't.
It's not like the dude just brittle.
Nah, and I hear you, but here's my problem. One, Freddie, to address what you said, for someone who's had their arm completely taken out, I don't give a shit. And it comes down to this. AD, I feel bad for. You can't control that stuff. I've had injuries happen. I've seen my guys have injuries happen. It sucks. But here's what I won't stand. Every time this man comes back, you go, this is it. MVP AD. This is it. He's back. He's back. He ain't getting hurt this time. He's hurt.
I'm gonna say it again because he's a big guy in his team.
Hey, I'm still waiting for after the All-Star break. Our momentum is gonna be awesome from Freddie, and we're like way past the All-Star.
Can we talk about the show that Raymond James put on last night?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody want to talk about.
No, we did in the beginning of the show, Freddie. Don't do that. We did in the beginning of the show.
It was cinematic, man.
Did you see what DeMar DeRozan did?
And I heard Doris Burke on doing the announcement. I love me some Doris, and she's building up. LeBron James, his third quarter has done absolutely nothing, Mike. I don't get it. He's just not bringing it.
I love Bron.
And then that fourth quarter,
He just turned it on. Went to a vintage Bron.
Freddie, he said we are not losing. There it is.
Real quick though, who was the only person that broke NBA history last night?
My boy DeMar DeRozan.
Oh,
you
okay.
celebrate him when he becomes a winner. Right now, he's not a winner.
Oh, he's not a winner, but he's first in the East, and you're not even in the play-in,
That's
right?
fine. That's cute.
No, they ain't the play-in, Mike. Relax. They
going to win. Are they going to win? That's cute. I see you got the Kardashian yesterday, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, say what you want about Tristan Thompson.
Why would y'all bring the Kardashian curse to Chicago? That's what nobody's talking about.
Nobody's talking about it.
Hey, the Kardashian curse can work everywhere but Chicago. The moment he entered Chicago, the curse got evaporated.
They just released an article last week talking about Tristan ain't paying for his baby mama's kids. Like, why would y'all? Tristan, pay for them babies.
You know what, Ron? And I hear you, but as long as he's grabbing boards, it ain't my business.
Okay.
You better hope that's all he grabbing.
I know. Hey, hold on. I know the guy who had Dwight Howard twice ain't talking.
Hey, Dwight Howard second time won us the championship, so hey, I am.
I know, but that's what you said. As long as he's
talking.
Oh,
until that Kardashian curse give you one of these on that finger.
So he gave you a ring. He gave you a ring and grabbed Ron. So you're married.
Ron,
right?
Jay, Chris. The Bulls have a little success, and all of a sudden, these Bulls fans get intoxicated, bro.
They might be worse.
Hey, Pride, do you know how long we had to wait for this success?
Nah,
come on, man. Give us our just due. I know you was excited when Kyrie, left and they finally started to.
Oh, when he left? Oh, I was happy. I was like, oh, don't do me like that, daddy. I was so hyped. I just hope it don't get rescinded. I was like, let's go, daddy.
Hey, can I do a quick poll here? Who on this panel thinks that the Chicago Bulls are coming out of the East into the finals? Can I just get a raise your hand?
I do.
First round exit.
Okay, that's cool. You got James Harden and both of them going to tear their ankles.
Hey, bullshit. Chicago should be scared because Joel, they can't stop. They don't have an answer for Joel Embiid. You think the Kardashians?
I think that's the answer. I think that is the answer. And you know what, Ron? You might call me crazy, Pride. I said it when they got James. I said that's the answer to stop Joel Embiid because now Joel Embiid's not going to be able to dominate by himself because James is going to demand the ball. And just watch.
We said that was Brooklyn's big three, but James Harden was the one that's willing to sacrifice.
I got a hot take.
I didn't say James.
We want to know what's in Pride's glass.
That them being together, I don't see Joel being able to take a backseat role. I think it's going to be a problem.
Who said it's going to be Embiid to take the
Stop snitching!
It's not.
Stop snitching! God damn, man, I'm hot. Robert Roberto. All right, relax. Stop snitching, Jay. Stop laughing. Don't encourage him either.
I'm just saying that looked like I was a delectable beverage.
Don't even worry about it. It was delectable.
Keep snitching, my
Hey, Pride said hell with it, man. I'm done.
I ain't mad at you, bro. Hey, look, salute.
Yo, I hate you. I can't stand you, Rob. I'm calling you Robert now. You got me tight right now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Can I get a glass?
Ron, don't. Freddie, I'm getting.
You must be on some of that Jay McLevin drink because Jay be when he be drinking. Jay, did you send Prize some of that drink? Did you?
Hey, listen, man. I don't know Pride can handle that.
Let me just say something real quick.
Look, with the statements Freddie been making today, I want to know what's in his cup.
I know, right? Hey, he's got no. It might not even be in a cup at this point, Rob. It might be some of this. You know what I'm saying?
It's both. It's both. Right? He up. He up. But I want to touch something on Mike said though, because honestly, that is actually a very interesting point.
I'm ready.
To stop Joel Embiid, they actually kind of did that when they got James. Because remember what was the problem with James Harden leaving Brooklyn? He wanted more ISO plays for himself.
Dribble.
I don't think that's why he left Brooklyn.
Yeah,
it was one of
I
the
understand. Here's what we do. Here's what we do every time. Freddie, I understand that's why you don't think he left, but he's publicly said this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he publicly said. But
oh my
God!
God!
Like
so I'm
Kyrie
just
Irving was not a reason why
and Freddie, if you let me finish, I was going to continue. I'm saying there was a concoction of reasons.
Okay, thank you.
He never vibed with Steve Nash. The whole Kevin Durant's injury also kind of rubbed him the wrong way because he's like now I'm just here. The whole Kyrie situation, everything. It really was a concoction. But when he comes out and he says himself, one of the main issues was the fact that I want to run ISO. He didn't say exactly like that, but when he's saying I want to run ISO ball, now you put him in Philly. Yeah, he's gonna be able to run his ISO balls, but
when Embiid's not on the court.
But here's the thing. Do you think, and Ron, I'm gonna pose this to you because you the 76ers.
That's 15-20 minutes.
So you think it'll be fine? You don't think James Harden at any point is gonna try to do ISO while Joel Embiid is on the floor?
I'm ready. I have the solution.
What's the solution?
So first of all, Kyrie Irving debut in Brooklyn, 2019.
Yep.
Kevin Durant's was 2020.
Yep.
James Harden's was 2021.
Yep.
James Harden played 80 games in Brooklyn, and Kyrie beat him by 7 games. So they've been there 2 years, 1 year, and James Harden has played as many games as him.
Okay.
James Harden doesn't want to be accountable. And it comes down that he's the only one playing on the Nets. He's the only one showing up. He's the only one doing everything, and everybody's looking and pointing at him. This is some bull. I'm 33, I think. This isn't what I signed up for. They played 16 total games together. Mm-hmm. James Harden ain't feeling that.
So are you defending him wanting out though for that reason?
I would.
Hell yeah.
Well, I no, he deserves blame.
I'm not defending him wanting out. I'm defending his.
He didn't sign up for a guy that want to be a damn part-time player.
I'm gonna tell you why. No.
He's the ultimate quitter.
Again, I understand the whole Kyrie thing, and I'm not defending that. But when you, as James Harden, is having your most inconsistent year to date, you need to wear some of that responsibility.
You know why?
When you're on the,
you know why, Pride?
You know why? That's one thing.
Pride, do you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because when you have that big three, somebody had to sacrifice. And who was it? It was James Harden. He said, I ain't gonna put up no 30-point triple-doubles no more. If I can average 25 points to give you 8 to 9 assists and be the point guard to help this team win, because you have a bonehead playing Kyrie Irving who don't want to be dependable, who don't want to play every game. He want to take off nights. We don't. Hey, God, James Harden, he changed his game for this team to win. Kyrie Irving did not do what's best for this team. Kevin Durant dealing with injury. So guess what? Things changed.
Great point, Freddie.
Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done.
So we're excusing people for wanting to quit in the middle of the season now? Is that what we come to? It's okay to do that?
And again, I'm not defending Kyrie at all. Don't get it twisted. I'm not defending Kyrie, but again, when James Harden this year, he's shooting 41% from the floor.
Top 3 in turnovers.
Like you know what I mean? Like let's be honest here. His performance has warranted criticism. For every game he'll ball, he's looking like Paul George in the playoffs. He'll have one great James game Harden and then 2 poo-poos, bro. That's all I'm saying.
It was James Harden.
Again, Freddie. Again,
it was Kyrie Irving. It was not Kyrie Irving.
Rob, notice how he's not addressing the point.
It's not him.
Notice how he's not addressing the point, Rob. Notice how he's not addressing the point.
What's the point?
The point is, James Harden is mad that people are criticizing him when the guy is shooting 41% from the floor.
But guess what, Pride? He's the only one available.
Not all.
He's the only one available, Pride.
So that's why he's mad.
I watched Bron. I watched Bron in Cleveland for 10 years by himself. He didn't shoot 40%.
I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even
Bron
gonna
was 23 years old.
Bron been by himself all year this year.
I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm not even gonna touch on that point.
Well, then how are you gonna compare it?
But no, because this is what I'm saying, Freddie. Because you're saying he's mad about everyone blaming him.
No, I didn't say that. You said that. I said James Harden has been the only one in Brooklyn showing up every night. He's been the only star out of the three that's been available for most of the time. Kevin Durant's been dealing injury. Kyrie Irving been taking nights off, party with his family, doing all that bull crap.
He even is quoted as saying, "I'll take the vaccine and stab Kyrie in the ass if I got to." He was frustrated, but we do have to acknowledge that he is a quitter, though. However, he will not be able to do that or have those same habitual line steps in Philly, because if he does it again, he'll never get a big check. This is his last opportunity. Just to transition to Philly,
check anyway,
why it's gonna work.
Do you think that him and Joel Embiid will mesh on the court together?
If he does in Philly what he did in Brooklyn and in Houston, nobody's paying James Harden.
Well, but Ron, he's not going to get paid big anyway because he's 32. He's got like what this year and one more year after this.
I disagree with that, man.
If he wins the championship, Philly will have to pay him to start.
First of all,
Ron, Freddie, I'm not saying, and real quick, Freddie, if he does it again, I'm not saying he'll get a veteran minimum. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying that max contract.
He's not going to get a max.
What was Mike about to say?
He'll get something respectable. He'll get something respectable.
Right. Did you see what I sent you too, Ron? It was so basically Philly sent them out the paperwork and they said, hey, sign this option so you could remain with the team for the next 2 years. And James handed it in late. So now he can be a free agent at the end of the year. So he signed it, but he handed it in quote unquote late. So now he will be a free agent. Does that bother you?
The way it came off across to me is he doesn't have a manager. He doesn't have anybody. He does his own thing since Rob Pelinka started working for the Lakers. So I thought that was I didn't think it was a shot at him not wanting to stay in Philly. He wants to be with his general manager. I don't think he wants to go anywhere else.
Right. I don't know, bro.
One thing I remember, Philadelphia, the fans of Philadelphia, if he comes out there and half-ass it, that fan base is going to eat him alive. He can't go out there and just, go with the motion. Like, he got to give it his all. The city of Philadelphia, especially coming down out after this Ben Simmons crap, James Harden know he got to come down there and ball. And listen, let's not act like James Harden and Clint Capella didn't work. Joel Embiid is a lot different. I understand that, and I believe he understands that this offense got to go through Joel Embiid. They'll find a way to make it work. If he's willing to say Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, he'll do the same thing now.
We're coming for that number 1 seed, Mike. Y'all better enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Keep climbing, my boy. Keep climbing.
Do you remember like last month when I said, okay, the Chicago Bulls are about to have the opportunity to prove to us if they are real? I think they played Golden State, the Nets, and the Mavericks, and they lost all 3 games.
After a 9-game winning streak and everybody got injured, that's crazy. Like,
Ron, don't worry, they got the Kardashian to stop Joel Embiid. So.
But it's crazy because it's the same narrative to where Ron will lose to the Pistons and say, "Oh, that's okay because All-Star breaks here."
So
that's frosting.
Next week after the All-Star break, Philly got Cavaliers, Heat, Bulls, Nets, all back to back, 4 games in a row.
That's crazy.
They gonna win all 4 of those games. I will put.
But I mean,
we'll be watching.
76ers?
Yep. Cavaliers don't want no smoke. Embiid.
But Ron, can I ask you something? The other night you played the Cavaliers and you lost 103.
No, we beat the Cavaliers. Fact check that.
I don't know, bro.
Fact check that. We dominated them.
So let me ask you though, Ron. Let me ask you. How do you see James Harden and Joel Embiid meshing? Who's 1? Who's 2?
Joel Embiid's 1. This is Joel Embiid. His name is Trust the Process.
We just talked about, though, how James wants to be 1.
No, Harden.
He won't be number 1.
James Harden wants to be able to play ISO ball, relive his Houston days, and not be accountable. And that's exactly what he has in Philly.
And ISO ball is running the 1.
That means he'd be the number 1.
He's going to be. Joel Embiid doesn't need to play more than 30 minutes a game. He has plenty of time to do ISO ball and run the team. And we got all we got is shooters to put around him. Doc's going to be able to put it out because we got a veteran coach that loves to blow leads. but he's great at putting the system together. He's gonna set it all up, line up the minutes perfectly, and stagger it. It's gonna be a firework. I'm just letting y'all know now.
Cool.
Ron,
So
at
then
least you got a
how do
guy
you
that can
handle
shoot.
what happens when Joel goes down or James goes down? Because they both do that a lot in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Eventually, it will happen.
I don't mean I'm not trying to be bogus. I'm just if history's told us anything, especially with AD, especially with Derrick Rose, especially with a bunch of other guys, that shit's going to happen to one of them.
Joel
We just
Embiid
pray
has
that
a
it
stomach
does
flu every couple of months.
Hey, Rob, I know you just went through it, my brother. I don't joke about that because that's a demon. That's a demon virus, my boy. That's
It
the
is.
greatest virus.
The greatest asset is
flu is horrible.
availability. The greatest asset is availability. You think Levine's gonna be able to hold up all year? I don't know.
Levine's chilling.
I don't know. He got a little knee problem now.
Okay.
Well,
It don't matter. You're going to see a specialist.
Yeah, obviously Levine isn't,
Hey, my Bulls have proved that through
top to
the
bottom,
injuries,
top to bottom, they
we're still
had a
number
huge
one.
struggle. But to defend them,
Hey, Ron.
they always had those people to step up, and with everything they're going through,
Nah, but Pride, here's my problem with Freddie. Freddie's the Mr. Google. Look at him looking at his phone right now, smiling. So here's
No, my
the
phone.
thing.
No, I'm not looking at my phone. I'm looking at you, Ron.
Right.
When Mike bring that up about injuries, say I hope DeMar DeRozan shows up in the playoffs because we know most of the time when he goes there, he's gonna show up.
Freddie,
Don't
hold
do
on.
that.
Hold on. I need to stop that narrative. Hold on. I need to stop that. And I'm not even a DeMar DeRozan fan. Hold
Hey,
on.
we
I'm not
seen
even a
him.
DeMar DeRozan
I'm just
fan.
going off what history tells me.
No.
shows that he will get to the Eastern Conference Finals
going off
and lose
hold
to
on,
LeBron.
Pride. Hey,
I'm not.
what is
Let
the
me just say
history
this
of
real quick.
Russell
I'm not even a
Westbrook?
DeMar DeRozan fan, but I need to squash that narrative. DeMar DeRozan is not trash in the playoffs. It's when he met LeBron that he would shrink. And it wasn't him. It wasn't just him. It was him. Kyle Lowry would also do it. Fred VanVleet when he was there.
Well, I just hope he don't go back to his old moments. What
LeBron's in the
history
West
shows
now,
us,
so
you
he's
guys.
fine.
Because we see him shrinks in big moments. Just hopefully he don't shrink again in this big moment.
So how's Russ gonna go for you? How's the guy on your team that's number one?
History don't matter for that, Mike. History don't matter for that.
Well,
Mike.
what history tells me about Russell Westbrook is the last two games he has changed. He has taken a back seat.
See, so for Russ, you can talk about last two games, but for DeMar DeRozan, you can talk about his Raptor days. Even though he's been on a whole nother team since then.
Hey,
What
Well, he hasn't really done much.
Pride.
Hey,
And this is for Chris too, because I
Nobody
love
else
Chris.
has told you.
Chris is my
The
guy.
Lakers are trash.
Chris,
Who's the
what
trash?
is the probability
The Lakers.
though of
They've been
of
more relevant
LeBron?
to the Chicago Bulls in how many years? How long has Michael Jordan been out the NBA? Oh, wait.
Hey,
The Lakers.
No, hold on. Talk about
The Lakers this season.
Hold on.
The Lakers. Hold on. It's Pride. Let me just spell it out for
I'll
you.
wait again.
The Lakers, this NBA season that we're currently in right now, regardless of how many banners they have in the rafters, this season they're trash.
Thank you.
But we've won
Thank
6
you.
since the last time y'all been to a finals. I'll wait.
And hold on, and Rob, hold on. Let me just sneak in here, Rob. I understand what you're talking about the finals, right? I get it. But let me ask you a question, Freddie. Last time y'all won a final was what? 2020? It was the 2020 season, right?
No, that was the bubble final.
That was the bubble, which still counts, Mike. I don't care.
That was the NBA championship.
So can I ask you a
But if
question, Freddie?
the Bulls won, we wouldn't hear nothing say nothing about no bubble. I don't want to hear nothing
Hold on,
come
does
out
that
of my
ring
mouth
make
now.
you better than the Bulls right now?
Look how mad he be. Look
No.
how mad he be
Nah,
because he.
I want to say we're better than this year, but we're not going to sit here and say like the Bulls is a great team. They haven't done anything.
They haven't done
They won
nothing in
some
the
regular
finals.
season
No
games.
disrespect.
That's
That is
cute.
by
But
far
what have
the
they done in the
easiest take
postseason?
anybody can
What
have.
have they done? We'll see.
That's
We'll
lame.
judge them based
They're
off
the
the
number one
postseason.
seed right now.
Yeah,
No,
who's
that's
right
cute.
now?
Who's the
Well,
better
they're
team?
favorite
Who's the
to
better
win.
team this
No,
season?
they're not.
Bulls or Lakers?
Who's the better
Bulls.
team this year? Bulls or Lakers? Who's better?
Bulls.
Am I
Easily.
talking about they meet in the playoffs or something like that?
Oh my God!
By
See,
record, the
now
Bulls are
listen,
better.
hold on.
The
Regular
Bulls, by
season,
record, they're better.
postseason, preseason, no season, MLB season, no. I don't matter. Y'all getting waxed. It's Bulls in 3.
Okay. Well, we'll just see.
Freddie, you know what the problem is? And you said it too. Are they the favorite to go to the finals? Neither was Miami. Neither were the Bucks. Neither were the Suns. Dude, let me tell you something.
The Cavaliers were a favorite to win.
Right.
And they came back 3-1.
No one has that narrative to where lately we've been seeing it. Teams that aren't everybody's favorite are going to the finals, and there's nothing you can do about it, my brother. They're not gonna pick you. They're gonna pick Brooklyn. They're gonna pick the Lakers, the Warriors, because it's the safe bet. No one wants to say the Suns. No one wants to say Miami. No one wants to say Chicago. No one. Hey, Ron. No one wants to say Philly.
But
no one wants to say Cleveland.
But it's because the Chicago is probably the third best team in the
y'all
East.
bitches. That's what it is.
We're the third best team in the East.
Yes, they're the third best team in the East. That's
who's the third best team in the East?
Because if Kevin Durant's healthy, that Brooklyn team is better than
okay, all right. I
get
it.
Hey, Freddie, you know what I see in a lot of your arguments, Fred?
I can make a case that Miami team is better.
Fred, you know what I see in a lot of your arguments, Freddie? You have a lot of F's.
That's what I'm saying. Listen,
hey,
and here's the thing.
Miami got a bunch of dogs, and that
and there's so much of a dog. Their best dog got knocked down and he hasn't played since. So I don't want to hear nothing about these dogs that are so great.
It'll be fun watching Lowry versus DeRozan.
And he ran away. So
hey, until Chicago wins something, until they prove that they're that team, I'm not
how can you win a championship in the regular season?
The Bucks are still better than them. They're the champions. They should be the favorites. Damn it.
What if the Lakers won that's proved that they're better than the Bulls?
A championship?
I
didn't say the Lakers better than this year. Chris, I didn't say they're better than this year. The Chicago, by record, they're better than the Lakers this year. And that's cute. That's cute and all. But what are you gonna do in the postseason when it matters?
And here's the problem, though,
We're gonna find out when we get to said postseason.
I think the Bulls are gonna make the postseason. I think the Lakers make the postseason.
All this.
Do you remember how ignorant
I want all the hype supposed to go away.
And then Freddie, if they lose in the postseason, then they lose in the postseason.
Pride. You know what the funniest part was? It was before you joined the network too. It's before a lot of y'all did. Damn, I've been here too long. But here's the craziest part, Freddie. Remember how ignorant you sounded when I told you the Suns were going to the finals, and you still owe me $25 because I bet you they'd go to the finals, and you said they wouldn't make it past the first round because they never been to the playoffs.
You're right, Mike.
They have no experience.
The Lakers was hurt when they played them. You're right. Right.
So that makes it invalid that they beat the Nuggets, that they went all the way against Milwaukee.
It really do.
Hey, can I ask you this? Who on the Lakers was hurt when they went against the Phoenix Suns?
Ignorant man.
Anthony Davis. He missed a game. LeBron James.
Yo, Rob, you're so immature. You're so immature.
Their two best players was down. Yeah.
Oh. Who was
crazy.
that you said? Anthony
Ron,
Davis?
I'll be honest. I want to hear Ron say it. I'm not going to ask Freddie. Hey, Ron, with 5 starters out for the Chicago Bulls, what seed are they right now?
Number uno.
Are they still winning games?
And they ain't.
They won last night too, didn't they?
I've not been getting bucketed by a 35-year-old Chris Paul.
That's not even a great take at all. Because if you look at the Chicago Bulls roster, they are deeper than the Lakers. The Lakers are top heavy. So
that's because you
win games.
Currently,
that take don't even make sense, honestly.
Uttering, boy.
Now the Bulls are deep. A lot of people didn't even give the Bulls bench a chance, bro.
Bench
I'll say this. They got to go to the Eastern Conference Finals to make this year a success. If they don't do that,
that's fine.
And what about the Lakers making the playoffs? What do you guys have to do to make your season successful?
Hey, we just got to get there. And as long as we make the dance, hey, LeBron is going to go off like he did last night.
If the Lakers
because right now
they'll get bounced first round by Suns or the Warriors, or
because right now the Lakers have had a very unsuccessful season.
Because if the Lakers find a way to win a series against them teams, all of y'all gonna have hell coming towards.
And I'll put it in because I've been consistent with this. I think the Lakers are a first round exit. I believe they're first round exit. I don't think they're beating Phoenix. I don't think they're beating Golden State. I don't think they could beat the Grizzlies. I don't even think they could beat Utah in a 7-game series.
Well,
I really don't
know. Last night we exposed.
If they're healthy,
yet again.
Pride, you're saying that if they're healthy, if AD's
I'm gonna put it to you this way. The Lakers could have the healthiest roster in the NBA, and they can play their G League affiliate, G League in 4. Stop playing.
You just said you don't think the Lakers healthy could beat Utah in a 4-game series.
You just got. I'm talking about the playoffs.
Yeah,
and a 7-game series.
I'm gonna stay out that argument because I don't have no faith in Utah at all.
You got to remember Denver's coming back too once Jamal Murray.
I was with you.
Here's the thing.
I can't go with Utah. Utah's trash.
We 2-0 against Utah this year, by the way.
No, they're trash when it comes to the playoffs.
No, well, past the first round, they're trash. Yeah, the first round they show up because they got something to prove, and then it comes to the second round, and then
they
do Utah thing. So
they do a little party and after that first round.
That you don't know, we're 2-0 against them this year.
But I'm 2-0 against the Lakers.
Anthony Davis really. Anthony Davis.
I understand
because the Bulls beat the Lakers twice.
Well, Utah might be the only team that y'all have a winning record against.
That's fine. But all I'm saying is if they get in the dance, they get in the dance, and Westbrook take this back seat like he's been doing lately, we'll have a chance
for a whopping 2 games.
And then you're gonna be on Russ's meat in 2 days.
I don't
trade him. It's just funny for DeMar DeRozan. We need to look back to his Toronto days when he choked in the playoffs.
And number two,
we're not going to talk about
Russell Westbrook is playing like ass. I'm gonna call it like it. I'm not like none of these dudes that defend a guy that's playing like ass, but don't want to call it because that's their dude.
Nah.
Hey, why you calling DeMar DeRozan? Hey, why you talking bad about DeMar DeRozan, Freddie? I bet you right now you wish he was on your team, don't you?
No, I'd rather have Buddy Hield.
Oh, you're drunk. You could have had both, dummy.
I don't want DeMar DeRozan.
You could have had both. You could have had both, and you could have had
you could have had the chosen.
No,
you could have
we would have Buddy Hield.
Welcome to Matt.
The Lakers didn't make DeMar.
$44 million.
We don't need DeMar DeRozan. We just need a Buddy Hield.
You don't even understand.
I mean, look, if you don't want to say you don't need DeMar DeRozan, that's fine. I get it.
This dude's not a winner. What?
Buddy Hield's the winner.
He's just like
oh Lord Jesus.
The fuck is Buddy Hield?
No, he's not a winner, but he's a proven 3-point shooter.
That was
my god.
Okay, you're saying
Buddy Hield could hit shit last night.
So hold on. So you're saying
Buddy Hield is Alex Caruso. That's
what you talking about. DeMar DeRozan led his team to
the Kardashians.
So Freddie, you're saying that Buddy Hield is a proven 3-point shooter. DeMar DeRozan is a proven 20 games per 20 games
mid-range god.
Did you not hear? They said that DeMar DeRozan is bringing back the old school traditional basketball. This man is scoring 40 points in a game without attempting a 3-pointer, bro. Without attempting a 3-pointer.
It does lead to winning because they're the number 1 seed right now.
Rob, that's cute, but does that lead to winning?
Yes, he led the Toronto Raptors to the Eastern Conference Finals.
They won years in Toronto, and they was always the top 2, top 3 teams in the East. But they didn't beat
LeBron. They shrank because of LeBron.
Oh, he shrunk because it was LeBron. You use that? No. They shrunk because they was afraid of the moment.
In order to get an Eastern Conference Finals, they had to beat
shrunk because of the moment. He was not good enough for the moment.
You're an idiot, bro.
So are you.
It was LeBron, bro. LeBron was the reason. They built this boogie band in LeBron James.
So DeMar DeRozan wasn't afraid.
No, he was LeBron, yes.
So everybody, like I said, the last time we saw him there, he choked.
LeBron ran the East, bro. It used to get to the point where we was like, it's gonna be LeBron versus who in the finals.
So Freddie, let me ask you something. So this man came into the league in 2009, and around the same time, Wade, Bron, Bosh, and all of them teamed up. And then he continues to stay with the Raptors all the way to 2017. Oh, that's Bron, Kyrie, Love, Corver, all them other dogs that were on that team.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
But we're gonna sit here and act like it was straight up one-on-one DeMar versus LeBron.
They bring up LeBron. All I'm saying is the last time we saw him in a big moment, he wasn't too pretty. That's all I'm saying.
He was averaging 20 points. He was averaging 20 points.
Hey, that all I'm saying. When the lights get bright again, I need to see him show up.
What about Russ? What about Russ?
Russ isn't a winner. He's a loser.
So then Russ?
He hasn't run nothing either.
And Pride.
But y'all the one that support Russ.
I know this is your guy.
So bring up Russ all you want. I don't support him.
I'm talking to Pride right now.
You're the one that supports the guy. You're the one that think he's the greatest point guard.
Russ being called a loser just don't sit right with me.
Hold on, Ron, real quick. I got to apologize to Pride. Pride, collateral damage. I'm sorry. You're a part of this.
What is Russ won?
I might be throwing you into this, and I'm sorry. I love you. I have to do this. So, Freddie, what is the winning percentage of a finals for LeBron James?
Oh, you disrespectful.
4-10. He's a little bit under 50%.
It's 40%.
So what has Russell Westbrook?
Mike just trying to hurt. Mike trying to hurt.
He's trying to hurt my feelings. Yo, Mike trying to make
It's
go there.
Oh, an MVP? Oh, Russ put up sexy numbers, but it don't lead to winning.
Hey, Freddie, answer my question. What's
4-10 in the finals? Oh.
What's the percentage of this man winning the finals?
He's a little bit under 50%.
It's about 40, my boy.
Okay, that's still a
40%, man.
Is that
but Russell Westbrook is at what, Pride?
So
0%.
To back up Mike's point,
40
who
is better
really
than
shuts
0.
down when the lights are the brightest?
Who do?
Go pull up his stats. Go pull up LeBron James stats.
Who shuts down when the lights are the brightest?
Russell Westbrook.
Pride, I'm sorry. Pride, I told you it was collateral damage, and I apologize, but it had to happen.
No, and Pride, I get that you got to stick up for LeBron. But the only reason I'm saying that is because he's putting the entire loss of the Raptors on DeRozan. So if we're thinking in that logic,
no, that's not what he's doing.
Who don't show up in the lights brightest? Russell Westbrook. He don't show up.
Blaming the loss. What he's trying to say is that in the playoffs, DeMar DeRozan does not play well in the playoffs. That's the narrative, Freddie.
But that's not the right narrative.
That's what I'm saying.
And that was exactly my point, though. Is
look at LeBron that he was afraid of, and that entire Raptors team.
And what I'm saying is,
but I'm arguing Freddie's point.
Russell Westbrook isn't a winner neither.
Freddie's point is that DeMar DeRozan is the reason that they lost, right, in the playoffs. He's saying that DeMar doesn't show up. So with that same argument, regardless of the numbers that LeBron puts up, he's still 4-10 in the finals.
Come on, chill out. Come on, chill out.
At least he can get there. DeMar and Russ can't get there.
Again, when did we start giving out participation awards, bro? Like when did we become satisfied on just making the play? I made the finals.
Rob,
did we just become satisfied with that?
That great that he can get you there. Russell Westbrook, when he get there, he turns it over at a high
We're not arguing Russell Westbrook.
Russell
Westbrook hasn't been to the finals since KD left. I'm talking about the argument you said about DeMar DeRozan.
Somebody had to slip in. What about Russ? Russ is a loser. That's who he is.
Yeah, we don't care about Russ because LeBron was 4-10 before Russ got there.
Well, he about to be 5-11 now.
Under 50%.
So you're attempting to say that LeBron James
say it again, Ron. Say it again, Ron.
The finals.
Pride.
No, I'm just arguing his point, Freddie.
I'm just going off what LeBron is telling me.
All I'm doing.
I'm Pride. You know what LeBron told me the other night? You know what he talked? Let me find the quote.
It's a regular season game.
Here you go, right here. He tweeted out. I'm gonna read the tweet.
Did he say playoff mode activated again?
He said, "I'm sorry, Laker Nation. The kid from Akron missed those free throws. I see the hate. Y'all keep that same energy when we bounce back and win the championship because I'm activating playoff mode. Hashtag chosen one. Hashtag wash. Hashtag kid from Akron. Let's get
playoff activated. Playoff mode activated.
We saw the first version of playoff mode last night. He looked better than DeMar DeRozan, by the way.
You know what's crazy?
You know what all DeMar did was break history last night. Okay.
But changing his name to DeRozan performance yesterday was a lot better than DeRozan. You know it, Rob. Don't do that.
No, I don't know it.
They saying that performance last night is top 5 of the year. That's what they're saying right now.
Oh my God.
It was better than DeRozan.
And even if
I have always said DeMar DeRozan is literally what MJ would look like if he was playing in today's game. And I'm happy to finally see him dominating playing that way.
Shout out MJ would win though. He win it.
Shout out Ron.
Like DeMar DeRozan.
But he is winning. Hey,
he never won the big game.
Oh my God! But Freddie, hold on. No, see this makes it so hard for me to look at you in the face, Freddie. It really is because, especially you, Freddie, you're the dude who digs deep, you sweat, and you try hard to find these takes that makes people think. You try it. On this day, I'm sorry to say, for this specific topic, you are the laziest man I've met in my life. And I've had 2 kids that when they were younger slept all day. On this day, you are lazier than me than when I broke my back and couldn't move out of my bed. You are lazier than me before I met my fiance when my fat self was just sitting on the couch eating all day. Freddie, you are lazier than me. When I used to Uber
Oh,
Eats food
Freddie, you're gonna have to handle that.
when the restaurant was literally right next door to my house.
Right. So
Freddie, you're not Freddie anymore. You're Fred.
Handle that, Fred.
Answer my question.
I'm gonna tell you why I got this anger. I'm gonna tell you. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why I got this anger. Because the same people who say that say, "What have they won this year?" On what planet, in what universe, whenever in the history of the glorious, phenomenal season of an NBA have we ever had a finals played before the All-Star game? Let me answer the question because I don't want you to go on no stupid sabbatical so you can tell me, I first saw watch basketball. I don't care.
I'm not talking about this year. First
We've
off,
never
don't put words in my mouth. I asked you, what has DeMar DeRozan
won? And they're
that
winning.
I did not say that,
in order to
Pride.
get to the finals,
I'm gonna tell you like Jay McLevin. Don't put no damn words in my mouth. Don't put no words in my mouth.
Now, where do you win games? You win them in the regular season. If you don't win regular season games, you don't win playoff games.
Oh,
like
Lord.
I said, Pride
gonna mute himself. He's going so hard in the paint.
No, I didn't mute. That was Freddie. I don't care. I don't care.
Hey, I want the
That's
button.
pure lazy. No, I don't care.
Give me control of the
screen.
Give me the button.
That's pure laziness.
Can somebody tell me what have DeMar DeRozan won?
That's
we
pure
can't sit
laziness.
act like this dude's
That
a winner.
is pure laziness.
Tell me how many finals LeBron lost.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even gonna go
At
that
least he
route.
won
That's
one.
pure
DeMar
laziness.
DeRozan haven't won any.
Cool.
That's
And
pure
who is Pride, really quick. Who's
That's
DeMar
mad lazy.
DeRozan's best teammates? A
Kyle
fat
Lowry,
boy.
champion.
Journeyman Kyle
Kyle
Lowry.
Lowry.
Don't do that.
He's the only one that haven't won a championship.
Pride. Was it
Marc
but
Gasol
Pride,
even
was
got a
it-
championship.
Was it
Hey,
Kyle
wait a
Lowry
minute.
that wasn't good enough to play for the Lakers?
Hey, Freddie.
one.
You're right.
Freddie.
He's not a winner. He's not a winner. You're right. But
Hey, Freddie.
Hold on. He's not a winner, but you want to go deal.
Hey, hold on. Are you forgetting Kyle Lowry? Kyle Lowry has a ring.
Oh, you're right. My bad. He said, DeMar, I'm leaving losers, and I want to win with Kawhi. What have DeMar won? Somebody
Kawhi got blessed enough that LeBron wasn't in the Eastern Conference anymore.
But this is what
he's been blessed, but he haven't won yet.
Well, Freddie, to your point, did LeBron win a championship his first season?
First season in what?
In the NBA, did he win a championship?
No, but no.
Okay, so by your logic, what you would have been back then? Would you have been saying, "Oh, LeBron's trash. He hasn't won anything"?
I'm just going off what I've seen last in DeMar DeRozan.
He didn't win his first season with Miami either.
Yeah, we don't call other players trash because they haven't won anything. You got to go through a whole season.
I'm just talking about what I've seen the last time. You know what's funny to me? They removed DeMar DeRozan off the Raptors team.
Hey, I
and the next year
appreciate that comment. Thank you.
And they win.
With Kawhi Leonard, it was a better fit.
And they win. So you mean to tell me I can move
First of all,
a winner
Fred,
in Kawhi to win?
Fred, did you see everything that went right for the Raptors to win?
But
they got to play an injured Golden State, and they still almost lost. Do you remember KD cooked them for like the first 12 minutes he was in the game?
No, to be fair, Rob, to be fair,
they still won.
Listen, it's part. Listen, injuries are part of the game. Okay, they're part of the game. So they ended up winning.
That was very. To be fair, though, that was very extreme.
I get it.
But you moved DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi, and they win. So DeMar was holding them back.
At the
I
time,
promise you right now.
I guess that's
hold
your
on.
logic.
I promise you this right now. If the same circumstances went through and they traded Kyle Lowry for Kawhi Leonard, I promise you DeMar DeRozan has a ring. I promise you.
Okay, well, we don't know. We don't know.
I believe that.
We do not know that.
Pride,
But one thing we do know is they moved DeMar DeRozan and they won. So DeRozan was holding them back. That's because he's not a winner and he do not know how to win.
That's not
in
right
the big
at all.
moment.
The reason they traded him.
Cool. Hell, James Harden can win 60 games in a season. We've seen that before. But what goes on when the postseason comes, when the lights shine the brightest? What happens?
They traded DeRozan because San Antonio didn't want Lowry.
Because the Raptors knew that they traded DeRozan and they get a proven winner in Kawhi Leonard that he could lead them to a championship.
This is nuts.
So what you're saying is, and Freddie, I'm just making sure I hear you right. It was a perfect fit, and that's why it worked. And DeMar DeRozan right now is in a perfect fit.
We're talking about Toronto?
Yeah, Kawhi was a perfect fit.
No, what I'm saying is Kawhi was a better proven winner, and they can help lead that team win than DeMar DeRozan.
Even Kawhi know he got blessed by the hairs of his chinny chin because the moment that season was over, he couldn't catch a flight quick enough out of Toronto.
We can say the same thing about Golden State when Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love when got hurt the first time. Golden State got blessed and they knew that. So we can say about them.
Golden State won before KD got there.
No. By your argument you just made, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love went down in their finals that first year. And LeBron took them 6 games.
Okay.
So we can say Golden State got blessed and lucky.
And then they ran it back.
Then they got blessed again. And then they got blessed again.
This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. This is the only thing I'm saying.
I ain't gonna let this one fly.
No. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna swing.
Hey, Mike chose violence today.
No, this is all I'm saying, bro. It's horrendously, abhorrently lazy to say that because DeMar DeRozan did not win a ring before, it's impossible for him to do this this year. When he is in Freddie, I'm talking. Freddie, I'm talking.
Yeah,
I'm talking.
I'm
talking. As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by Freddie, I'm just gonna say this.
You like to put words in people's mouth.
All I'm saying is this. To sit here and just continuously cry and say, "Oh, what has he done?
I did not say these words.
It's completely unfair because this is the NBA where we just go, okay, what you did last year doesn't matter. Because every time you start a new year, we always say last year doesn't matter. That's it. We do that every year. So to sit here and pretend and cry and mope and say, oh, well, what has he done before? What has he done before? And if you keep saying, oh, what has he won?
Well, guess what?
Saying, okay, he's winning regular season games. And for you to sit there and say, oh, no, that's not enough.
So
makes no sense whatsoever. Because you can't sit again, like I said, in order to make it to the playoffs, in order to make it to the final,
so
you gotta win playoff games. And in order to win playoff games, you gotta win. Nah, bro, I don't care.
Hey guys, we're live. We're live, guys.
I know, but not in order to win. In order to get to the finals, you need to win playoff games. In order to win playoff games, you need to win regular season games.
But I can't.
Like it's a whole thing. And if a guy's out here helping this team to the number one seed, and that's not enough,
I'm bringing up history.
You're done.
Mike can.
Hey, Fred, I want to bring up something Freddie touched on. It was Freddie. You said this was a top 5 performance of all time of the year.
No, I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. I'm saying that's what I'm hearing.
Year, right?
I'm saying I didn't say that. I'm saying that's what they are saying.
Oh, okay, cool. I just want to make sure. So last night, you win. Cool game. 33 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists from LeBron. That's cool. So then, Rob, I'm just going to run through, what DeMar did while breaking Wilt Chamberlain's record. He had 38 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. And if public school in Chicago taught me anything, I would say that's better than LeBron's performance. And he played more minutes.
Go by numbers. Go by what they did. So
they won. They won.
People out there, Mike, bringing up numbers. Go up there and actually talk about the moment of the game.
But my stats are better than yours.
Yeah, okay, numbers. Okay, cool. Like I said, James Harden put up numbers. Hell, Russell Westbrook put up numbers for years. Look at that damn Lakers. Numbers don't mean a damn thing. Talk about the moment of the game.
Numbers don't mean a thing.
Talk about the moment. Talk about he scored 15 points in the fourth quarter. Take the game over.
How about this moment? I'll give you 2. So DeMar DeRozan's leading the league in most points going into the fourth quarter. That's a fact. Here's a second fact. He broke Wilt Chamberlain's record for shooting over 50% and having over 35 points in 7 games straight. He's been DMVP. He's dogging it. And you're just going to sit here and disrespect him.
That's cute, Mike.
Freddie, here's what
here's another fact. He's also the only player to hit back-to-back game
Derrick Rose put up big numbers for y'all, but did y'all win?
And
y'all win. No, y'all did not.
You're gonna bring up some shit from when I was 11 years old before my balls dropped, and you're gonna bring up some shit that has nothing to do with anything. It literally has
you
nothing.
Don't win, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. Derrick Rose put up these
ladies and gentlemen, we have heard balls drop on ASAP.
Hey, and Freddie,
the last time it don't matter. It's you they don't win.
So the last time you had a legitimate big man was probably when I was also 11 years old, right?
No, Anthony Davis is the last time we had.
But he don't like playing the 5.
He won a championship.
But he don't play the 5, and when he do, his ankle rolls.
He do play the 5. That's why I hate this damn narrative. He's been playing the 5 this year, most of this year. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's against his will.
Well, Freddie, hold on, but Freddie, you got to understand
the reason. About, man? But here's the thing, Freddie, you got to understand the reason.
But the reason it doesn't look
in his career.
5. But here's the thing, Freddie. The reason it doesn't look like he's playing the 5 is because you got to understand they're like LeBron is basically playing positionless, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like so, like he basically runs the offense.
He played the 5 again last night when he got hurt.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is when they put it out there, it almost seems like he's not really playing the 5. You know what I mean? Like they just have guys out there and then he lines up. So the reason it doesn't seem like that is because usually when they put up the graphic talking about, oh yeah, this is who's in or whatever, at the 5, they don't really put LeBron in that slot, even though he is out there and defending the big man.
Do you remember
they're not seeing that, so that's why people are saying that.
Remember the bubble finals
about the Lakers. Even when Anthony Davis been playing recently, AD was started at 5, but when AD go to the bench, LeBron is our center. LeBron was sliding in the center.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Freddie. I'm telling you why people aren't looking at it that way.
Let's hope.
Because you're saying, I don't know why this narrative is there. And I'm telling you, this is why that narrative is there. I'm not saying Bron doesn't play the 5. That's not what I'm saying.
We're going to hope that AD gets healthy.
When I see Freddie put on that yellow jersey, I know whatever I'm about to walk into is a conversation where you just can't talk to the man. You just can't. No, don't flex it because he don't even wear that fucking number anymore.
Hey, it's the wrong 23, bro.
He won the championship with this number. Your last paid award is number 1 in the championship. I know it's a long
and what
time,
happened?
Man.
What happened after?
What happened after? Have been relevant.
What happened after? Hey, but let's be real, Pride.
But you haven't been relevant since.
Nah, Rob, we're gonna do it. Pride, we're gonna do it.
We won 6 since the last time y'all been to 1.
The NBA gave LeBron and AD 3 months off to get healthy, and if the season
if the Bulls would have won, we wouldn't heard a damn thing about
hold on.
They did it.
Hold on. Time out. Who else had 3 months off?
Everybody. But what I'm saying is, Pride,
everybody did it. They want to bring it up because the Lakers did it. If it was the Bulls, Mike wouldn't say anything about it.
All right, Freddie, if that's what you think. Whenever you got that jersey,
you know you wouldn't bring anything about it, bro.
Pride throws numbers at you, bro. Pride throws numbers at you. Chris throws facts. Rob's trying to give you a little lifeline and save you. Ron's just watching it all happen. And still, you're your biggest, worst enemy, bro. You don't listen to nobody but you, bro.
Mike. So
you're Fred right now.
Chicago Bulls won that championship. You would not bring you would still bring up, oh, this is the bubble championship.
Is this? I call it my Mickey Mouse award and I'd wear it with pride.
No, you would not. Get out of here.
No, you would not call it Mickey Mouse. You would not call it Mickey Mouse.
I would love it. I'd say me and Mickey getting hand in fucking Disney. And it would be dope.
Because everybody was held under the same standard.
Hey, all I know is, here's what's crazy, and here's where I get bothered. He says, this is what we do. We're analysts. If he plays like shit, I'll say he plays like shit. But on the trade deadline, who was crying on Facebook, today's a very sad day? Because
we still got the bum on our team.
Yeah, all right.
When the bum is off the team, guess what? You better start crying.
So if I go,
you know what the narrative I hate? That y'all put all of y'all losses on Russell Westbrook. When are you gonna take responsibility that he ain't the only one messing up on that team?
The crazy part is
Rob, you're absolutely right. He's not, but he's been the main one. He's been the biggest problem.
If you want to be really honest,
when a guy shoot the ball bad, when a guy turns the ball over, when a guy does all those things. And can you at least give us defense? And he don't give us defense at all.
Nobody on the Lakers plays defense. Nobody.
But guess what? It starts with Russ.
No, it starts with LeBron. It starts with LeBron.
You know what?
Russ isn't the leader of that team.
Hold on. You know why? Because guess what? If LeBron don't play defense, guess what he's doing? At least he's doing something.
Don't sit here. What you're not going to do is
turn the ball over 8-9 times a game.
Oh, I love you, LeBron witnesses. I love you guys.
Hold on, Rob.
I love you guys.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have no choice. I have to defend Freddie here. There's nothing LeBron can do when you're letting when Russ is letting dudes shoot over 57% on him. And why are they shooting that on him? There's two reasons.
Play no defense.
So LeBron plays defense.
He gets beat bad, and when he gets beat, he's just looking like.
LeBron plays defense.
There's one and two. Hold on, Rob. Hold on. That's one. And two, how many times? And Freddie, you can attest to this. How many times has he abandoned the corner guy to go get a board, to bump into LeBron, to bump into Dwight, to bump into somebody who had it? Then all of a sudden the ball's loose and it turns to an offensive board, and they kick it out to who? The wide open man that Russ was supposed to guard, but he refused to go chase the board. And Rob, that doesn't happen once or twice. It happens a lot. So much, and Freddie can attest to this, so much they bring it up on the broadcast. They'll bring it up on the broadcast. Like, what is Russ doing?
So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have heard it first. The Lakers are losing because of Russell Westbrook.
Well, okay, again, he's one of the reasons. He's
the
one
main
of them.
problem.
Yes.
He's not the only problem.
He's not the main problem.
Okay, hold on.
It's not the main problem. You can't decide that you want to take away responsibility from the best player on the team. You cannot do that.
Rob, let me ask you a question.
Because when they win, it's LeBron. LeBron is the reason they win, right?
Rob, let me ask you a question. What does Russell Westbrook bring to the team?
Let me ask you.
Something you got to discuss with LeBron. He wanted him.
No. Answer the question. What does Russell Westbrook bring to this Lakers team?
Energy.
If that's the case, I could bring in a G League player for that.
Hey, that
He
G
definitely
League
don't
ain't
bring
gonna be no
energy.
former MVP.
Because he shoot the ball horrible. He turns the ball over at a high clip. He plays no defense. So I'm like, what do you do?
But here's my problem, Freddie. Here's my problem. You went into this season, and these were your words. These were Lakers fans' words. Russ is the one who has to take the seat. He has to be that third option, right? But now here's the problem. Here's my problem. When it's coming to blame, oh, well, Russ has the most pressure on him. Russ has to be that guy. Russ has to be that one. You asked him to be a 3.
He haven't played like a 3. But until these last 2 games, he have not played like a 3. He's been trying to get these stats. At the beginning of this dude was still tracking a triple-double. This is what Russell Westbrook cares. He don't care about winning. He said, as long as I get my numbers, as long as I'm close around that triple-double numbers, Russell Westbrook has nothing but about his numbers. That's the problem.
I just think you just ignore. First of all, this was your words. Pride. You were there for it.
I'm not defending you, Mike. Nope, I'm not defending you, Mike.
Malik Monk makes you a big 3. That's what it is. That's what you said.
I'd rather Malik Monk than Russell Westbrook. I would rather him. Because Russell Westbrook brings nothing to this team. He brings nothing to this team.
But do you realize Lakers fans have this narrative? They've done it to THT. They did it to Malik Monk. They did it to Kuzma. They did it to Ingram. They did it to Lonzo. If you wear a Laker uniform, you're supposed to be the next Magic Johnson. Why can't you?
First of all, they didn't do it to Ingram. They only did that to Lonzo. First of all, they didn't do it to THT. So those little
you did it to THT,
Mike. Huh?
You were one of the people who did it.
I've never said THT need to be Magic Johnson. Don't sit up here and put those words in my mouth that I've never said.
He's gonna be the future of the team. He's gonna
I've
be
never said
He's
that.
gonna be that.
No, I said Anthony Davis is the future team when LeBron left. I've never said THT is.
Crazy, bro. You crazy, bro. I can't.
When you say something, I say make sure you come correct, sir.
Oh, make sure you come correct, sir. Make sure I see you in the finals, bro.
Well, we might not be, but guess what? We know the Bulls not winning one.
Oh, okay. Keep that same energy, big dog. Me and Rob.
And if y'all do, I'll come on here and I'll say, you know what? Congratulations. Y'all finally been relevant since Michael Jordan. It's about damn time.
We were relevant.
First of all, we was relevant when Derrick Rose was playing. So now
but y'all didn't win anything with Derrick
because he
Rose.
hurt. He hurt his ACL. He hurt his ACL. And guess what? It took for LeBron and Wade to beat that man.
They cry, but y'all still haven't won anything.
Whatever.
That's why y'all so high on Michael, because he's the savior still.
Nah, I just think it's funny though. It's funny because you look at it. Derrick Rose was giving Miami the work before he went down.
Oh yeah, he was playing great before he went down.
And he
business. They didn't want no smoke.
He was beating the shit out of the big 3 in Miami before they went down, and Boston.
Mike,
but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Mike, you still my little brother. I love you, bro.
Nah, bro, you tweaking today.
You know you love me, bro.
I'm on one today. I'm with Ron today.
Mike, so we not cool no more?
Nah, not today.
Hey, Fred, though, you been on one today. I feel you, bro. You woke up and chose violence, my boy.
No, man, just last night, I'm going to tell you this, man. This is how it go. If the Lakers would have lost last night, that group chat been going off. It's been going off.
Oh, man.
LeBron did this.
And you would have been in it, bro.
Oh, did that. They do it every time, bro.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Respect.
You know what's funny? You are celebrating the hell out of LeBron right now. Had they would have lost, you just would have bashed Russell Westbrook. That's the funny thing about you, man. See, the thing is, you can't pick and choose when you want LeBron to be the best player. If he's the best player on the team, he has to take the W's.
Rob, let me correct
as long as he take the L's, he can take the W.
Bro, let me correct this. I have not been critical of LeBron this season because I don't blame this season on LeBron. We got stuck with a bad cavity that we can't get rid of.
He got stuck with a bad cavity that he put there by eating too much candy, right?
Yeah, but guess
he was in love with that Russell Westbrook candy.
And Rob, Rob, everyone here knows I'm the biggest LeBron James stan in the world. I've been on record saying this. LeBron has to take some blame because if he doesn't say anything, they don't get Russ. They focus on what they truly needed. So I do believe that Bron needs to take some responsibility.
Oh, GM Bron.
And I'm gonna tell you this, and I haven't said this publicly, but I need to say this. And I hope this get out. Jeannie Buss, I love you to do. I love Jeannie Buss. She's a great owner. You need to take control back over your team. There's too many voices in their front office. You got Matt. You still talking to Magic Johnson. He still got a voice. You got Rob Pelinka. You got Linda Rambis, Kurt Rambis. You got too many voices. And you got LeBron. You got AD. You got too many voices.
I don't really think you got AD in there, but
you got Rich Paul.
Well, I mean AD don't have a biggest voice as LeBron, but they still run it by him. They still run it by AD, but she needs to get back
by AD,
to
who he then runs it by LeBron.
She needs to get back to just one person. Her and Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka is your general manager. You two, y'all meet at the end of the year. Y'all create a game plan, and then you can run it by LeBron. You can run it by these guys. Say, hey, this is what we're doing, and then go from there.
I agree with you.
That's why you should be in charge, bro.
But
hey, all I gotta say is go DeMar DeRozan. It's about time he finally been getting some respect put on his name. He is a top 3 MVP candidate. He has his team in first place. They're not in play-in contention. They are in the playoffs if it ended today. So I'm glad to see.
But hopefully they can win.
Hey, don't ever compare me to a Cowboys fan, okay?
And honestly, hey, Pride, and this is just me asking. This is me and Rob asking for the people. So Freddie said, if we don't make the Eastern Conference Finals, it's a disappointment. But when Lakers fans and everybody else at the ASAP Network, ESPN, and everywhere else said we weren't even going to make the play-in, this is our first year. So why are you putting this narrative on us that we have to do anything? We're
guess what?
The season is already a success to me, if you ask me.
No.
The number 1 seed,
because y'all haven't been this relevant since Derrick Rose.
No. But Freddie,
But answer your question, Mike.
I'm asking you to not be a play-in team and possibly let's say
Freddie vibes.
So we've seen y'all these last 2 or 3 months. Y'all the number 1 team. So guess what? As
I have to protect myself from Freddie vibes.
So things change. So they're to the level where it's Eastern Conference Finals a bust because you Bulls fans, you and Robert, say, "Oh, we're the greatest team in the East. We're the number 1 seed, MVP." You got what's the little one card name you got, Rob? What's his name?
The Chosen.
You got the chosen one who so you want to be like the next LeBron James. So you got all. So that's what puts you in.
No, but Freddie, here's my thing. Here's my problem with that. I just want to ask you to see where you're coming from, see where your mind's at. If the season ended today, let's add 30 more games and say the standings all stay the same, right? Let's do it because I hate this halftime shit. It's probably
all right. So at 30 and everyone went 500. So the standings stayed the same.
So everything stays the same. Whole 82 games. The Bulls are the number 1 seed going into the season. They were ranked 12th. That's not a success to you in year 1.
No.
With everybody under contract for the next 4 or 5 years.
When do you get bounced out the first round? When do you get bounced out the playoffs?
Let's say they go second round.
Success.
Yeah, that's a success.
Let's say James
Second.
Harden. Let's tickle Ron for a second. Let's say James Harden and Joel Embiid bounce him in the second round.
Okay, if you lose to Philadelphia, it's a success. I agree.
Y'all need to take it 7 games though.
I think that's fair. I mean, I can't be allowing that shit to just get fucking folded. Yeah, no, yeah, that'd be horrible.
Mike, if y'all lose to Philly in the second round, that's a success. Only way it's not if you lose to a team like Miami, you lose to a team like Cleveland.
Hold on, what does that mean? What does that mean, Miami?
If everything is how it is now, they lose to Miami, then that means they're in the.
Like if they lose to Brooklyn or they lose to Philadelphia, Mike, hey, congratulations, man! Y'all had a great year.
Okay, but here's my thing. Here's where we're gonna do it. So the Lakers made the finals in 2020. The Miami Heat made the finals in 2020. Why are you holding the Lakers to this standard and not Miami? They've been to the finals.
They better. The Lakers
But
better
what I'm
not lose.
saying
They
is,
added a champion in Kyle Lowry and PJ
bro,
Tucker.
what I'm saying is,
But bro,
when I
what
look
you're
at
saying
Philadelphia,
Mike, I get your point,
Nah,
Mike.
it's
But
like he
we need to relax
ignores
on Kyle
Miami,
Lowry,
bro.
and we also need
Miami's
to
a
pump
good
brakes on
team.
PJ Tucker.
they are
need
good.
to relax
teams.
on
The
PJ
Chicago
Tucker.
If the
Bulls team
Lakers
is better.
lose in the play-in, it's gonna be over for you, Freddie. You're gonna have to.
No, not really, not necessarily. Well, I'll be honest.
Ron, but people don't
If
know
they
I got
lose
a
to the
2-week
Trailblazers
vacation
in
already
the
fitting
play-in,
around that time.
Oh, if it's like that,
Hey,
Ron.
did you
like
peep
that,
the Trailblazers are 4-0 since their trade? That's kind of
Congratulations to them.
Hey Ron, what people don't know the network that I have this 2-week break from the network when that time comes. So y'all might see me
playing PTO.
Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, look. If you don't want to believe in them, that's fine. I get it. If you don't want to believe in them, you don't have to. That's okay. Just don't make it like. Look, they're a good team. They're a good team.
Who?
And the Bulls. The Bulls.
Yeah, they're a good team. I didn't say it wasn't a good team, but they're not a great team. I'm not putting that on them yet. They're a good team.
I think they're a good team that has the potential to be great, and we won't know if they're great.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Mike, can we agree? They're a good team. I agree with that.
But Freddie, the way you were
I'm not
coming
gonna say
across,
they're a great
like,
team.
there's nothing they can do to be considered.
Who's a great team
right now?
The Bucks are a great team.
Losing
Levine. I think there's only 2 great teams.
No, man.
And I think one of them, I think Golden State is great, and I think the Suns. But
see, that's the blasphemy I'm talking.
Phoenix
about.
is great. You can't.
I agree with you.
No, because I've seen people make
the how do you go Golden State over the Bucks who just won a championship? See, that's the BS I'm talking
Okay,
about.
but Miami just went to the finals, and you're acting like they're nobody.
Right?
Who?
Miami.
Wow. Miami.
That was a year and a half ago.
So were the Lakers.
I'm talking about last year.
So were the Lakers. What happened to the Lakers last year?
We can't call us great anymore because guess what? We're not great anymore. We never went to win a championship.
And now you're telling everybody to
this
watch
Bucks team. This Bucks team just got out of the won a championship.
I don't think Milwaukee's great.
I'm okay with Phoenix having the great on their team, but Golden State, who have not looked good of late, they put great on them. That's crazy.
They missing Draymond right now.
Not only they're missing a
that's
whole
crazy to me, bro. I'm sorry.
And now they're 2. They're the second seed in the
They've
West.
been flying under the radar all year.
What?
Oh,
Giannis Antetokounmpo just scored 50, very efficient.
And yes,
and
Giannis. Okay, but here's the problem. See, Freddie,
what's their record in the East, though, Fred?
Giannis is great, sure. If you're telling me that roster, top to bottom, is great, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you, homeboy. Because that roster, they're good.
Pat Connaughton just broke his hand.
Like, come on,
they
bro,
give
they got
up Deven
man. Like right here, right now, and like, come on, bro. Stop acting like this is the same roster, bro. Because they're going through some stuff right now, bro.
Brook Lopez hasn't been back.
Exactly. Same thing with Brooklyn.
Hey,
they're missing a lot of people.
You know,
he might put up maybe, but right now they're just good because of what they're going through.
And he might put up 2 points, Pride. He might just put up 2 points, but they ain't found that defensive answer other than Giannis for PJ Tucker's loss.
Not even Drew Holiday is playing the same defense.
No, Chris Middleton, like no one. Like
but
that's all I'm saying.
But my thing is to say Golden State is great and the Milwaukee's not. That's crazy.
But how can you not say that when they're second in the Western Conference?
But what has they done? What have they looked like the last month? They have not looked like the same
They
team.
they injured.
And neither has Milwaukee. What are you talking about?
But
what record is Milwaukee in? I saw you looking it up.
What are they ranking in the East?
They're fourth. Oh, I'm sorry. They're third. They're third in the East. They're third.
Okay, they're number 3.
Golden State is second, and Golden State has a better overall record.
So who's gonna have more? Okay, this is the question.
Better record, better point differential.
Who's gonna have more postseason success? The Bucks or Golden State?
I would bank
This
on
year.
the Warriors before I
If
bet
I
on the
have to
Bucks.
bet, I think Golden State.
Here's a question that actually has an answer. Who just lost to Portland the other night? Golden State or the Bucks? Go ahead, Freddie.
Didn't Golden State lose to them?
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
it was Giannis. Giannis
well,
lost.
That's okay. I mean, teams.
Giannis lost.
Golden State just almost they barely beat the Lakers the other night.
You want to talk about the last month? I cannot name one legitimate player on that team, on that Portland team. I can't tell you that. I ain't gonna name one. I ain't even gonna try to name one, bro.
Golden State lost to Denver last night, by the way.
Oh, they lost to a team that has the reigning MVP on it.
They did lose to the Clippers, by the way. They barely beat the struggling Lakers.
I understand.
Lost to Portland, bro.
They lost to Utah Jazz.
Do you not understand that the interior defender is hurt right now?
I'm just stating facts. They lost some games as well.
Draymond.
No, and Freddie, I understand they lost some games. They lost some games. I'm not saying that Golden State is gonna be undefeated. We're not saying none of that. As of right now, how everything is currently constructed, Golden State is a great team, and right now Milwaukee is a good team. Now, can they be great? Of course they can. No debate. I'm not saying they can't.
They have,
but as of right now, with all the stuff they're going through. Even Rob said it, not only injuries, but the key players they had when they went on that finals run, they're not playing the same as of right now. You said what?
So the Bucks beat Philadelphia tonight. That don't mean anything, right?
Honestly, Freddie, I can't do this with you. I can't do this with you, man. I can't do this with you, man. I can't do this with you. I really can't do this with you because you're the same dude who complained. This is the same team that just got waxed by Portland. You don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about
Golden State lost to the Knicks, who've been struggling all year.
And guess what? They took that L. And guess what? They bounced back.
So guess what? The Bucks took that L, and they're going to bounce back.
Top to bottom, they've been more consistent than the Bucks.
Who's been the most consistent this season?
You're delusional.
Who's been the most consistent this season, Freddie?
Bulls.
If you want to say Bulls, you can say. I wouldn't say that because if we're talking about consistency, y'all take everything into account, and y'all health hasn't really been that consistent. So I'm happy.
If we talking about the one thing I'll say, the Bulls lost everybody, and not once did they ever leave the top 3. Not once.
That's true.
Once.
That's true.
They had everything with COVID. They had everything with the injury, and people forget about the COVID shit.
Yeah, they had like the most COVID outages.
Bro, they got shut down.
Is COVID not a thing anymore? Because I haven't heard this in the NBA.
Don't say
for
it.
a while.
We got
don't jinx us because we're about to actually lift our mask mandate.
And Dustin says Phoenix has been the most consistent team all year.
They have.
And the only reason I'm saying maybe is because a lot of people who just who don't understand, they hold the loss against the
This
Bucks.
is a new season.
I say that all the time, but people who don't know basketball just always say no, it's not. No, it's not.
No, I'm telling you,
the last season only matters for about 3 weeks of the NBA regular season.
Phoenix made some great moves in the offseason, bringing in Landry Shamet. Then you got JaVale McGee, who JaVale McGee is the most probably overlooked pickup in the offseason. I mean, to be able to give DeAndre Ayton and Biyombo, but to be able to give DeAndre Ayton a rest. Remember last year. When he went to the bench, they had Torrey Craig. He was the next biggest guy on the court. So now you have a JaVale McGee.
Frank Kaminsky towards the ACL, that really bit them bad. Because at least you could put him out there as the backup, and you got somebody viable. Not great, but at least he's viable.
Yeah, and Sarge. Sarge got hurt. So
yeah, he went down too. But look, at the end of the day, I understand, you're saying, Milwaukee's like the reigning defending champions, but we also need to take into consideration they're top to bottom. They're not playing like that. Again, when some of your key guys aren't playing well, you know, or they're not playing how they were playing last year, you need to look at that and you need to recognize that and accept it. Go, you know what? They're a good team. Now they can go great, but if you can't accept that, I don't know what to tell you.
Evan?
I think so.
That was Freddie's. That was weird. That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Freddie, put that on. Put that on. Put that on. Put on your.
Freddie, turn off your camera for us.
Turn off your camera for me.
Let me see.
Hey, when the police come and try to pull you over, just turn on the.
Oh Lord Jesus!
Come on, man. Why are you struggling right now, bro? It's just the camera.
Oh my God! Look, all I'm saying, man, this is all I'm saying. If you can't look, man.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna act like I can just see what I just see, bro.
It. I don't know who the person was, but that ain't the picture I saw.
Dang, I missed it.
Rob, turn your mic on. Turn your camera off.
Oh, my camera? I got you. You're gonna see Rob.
Turn your camera off, right?
Nah, I don't even want to play this game.
You gonna see
Rob. Yep, I knew it. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew it. I knew he was gonna do it.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I swear to God, I didn't do it.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I didn't do it.
You did.
Swear to God,
I
did.
knew it. I smelled it. I smelled it. I was like, if he's gonna do it to anybody, he gonna do it to me.
I swear to God, I didn't do that.
Hey y'all, I'm happy I got a chance to jump on this conversation today.
God about to strike you, bro.
Bro.
I'm glad I got a chance to jump on this conversation today.
I'm wrapping this up. I'm done. Bro.
I can't wait for in the morning because I'm coming extra hard tomorrow.
Nah, I'm honestly.
Hey, you know what? You know what though, Fred? I will tell you this. The only W that you can really count this season is Team LeBron will beat Team Durant in the All-Star game.
No, sir.
There
Rob.
you go.
No, sir, Rob. My team won the Super Bowl on Sunday, sir. We
Oh, you talking about your team of all the 3 weeks?
Have a good day.
I'm wrapping it up. Nope, I'm wrapping it up. I'm wrapping it up. Nope. That's it. I'm not doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been ASAP in the morning.
Big Daddy.
We appreciate it. No, Freddie, I'm done. We're done. It's been ASAP in the morning. We'll be back here. We'll be here. No. I'm done. I'm wrapping it up. I can't. I'm not in the mood for this no more. This has been ASAP in the morning. We'll be back here 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Till then, y'all know what to do. Be safe.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.